we need to open a betting pool if we were to start doing this like live. It's like how long until Landy Boy has to take a piss break.
Yeah. All right. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1. What's going on, Landy Boy?
Not much, Tommy Boy. What's up with you?
Just filming episode 12 of the podcast. It's insane. We've made it 12 episodes deep.
Hey, number 12 is my family's lucky number, always has been, so I feel this is going to be a really good episode.
You know, 12 is a combination of both my favorite numbers, 8 and 4. I feel like they're both just really nice numbers. You put them together, you get 12, boom, we're at 12.
Hey, the greatest football player of all time wore the number 12. So,
Who would that
therefore,
be?
this is going to be, that is Tom Brady. You know, coincidentally, he wore the number, he won 7 Super Bowls. 7 happens to be my other lucky number. A little fun fact.
You know, here's the thing. You said the greatest football player ever had the
Correct.
number 12. I just had to make sure who you were talking about because, you know, the number 12 is not the number of the best football player in history.
Who do you think the best player in history is?
Ornithol James Simpson.
Man. Hey, he had killer speed, though, you gotta admit.
Yeah.
He had killer speed.
He was a fantastic player. R.I.P. O.J. Simpson.
He was
Shout out O.J. Simpson.
Slightly less respectable human.
Anti-shout out Nicole Brown.
Listen, hey, I'm just saying, he ran for 2,000 yards in one season back when they only played like 14 games, I'm pretty sure, so.
Legendary.
I'm not saying he's the greatest, but I'm saying he did things that nobody else was doing.
Yeah, I'm saying he's the best.
I'm surprised you've not went on like a conspiracy rant about OJ in any episode yet. I figured that'd be one of the biggest ones you were on.
I mean, not like a full conspiracy, but I think I talked about most of the evidence about how I went from thinking he didn't do it to thinking he did.
That was the last episode, wasn't it?
It might have been. It was like 1 or 2, yeah.
Yeah. Like, by the way, for anybody watching this in the future, this is the first episode we're recording of 2025. So happy New Year, Tommy Boy.
Yeah, happy New Year.
Yeah,
I mean, this is gonna come out like February, but it's fine. No, it's gonna come out like mid-January.
Probably. Yeah, that's January like 15th, 16th, 17th
Something like that,
maybe.
Yeah,
somewhere around there. But if you're watching this in the future, you just ignore that part.
Yeah. Also, if you're watching in the future and you're wondering why there's like, I don't know how big the gap's gonna be exactly, but like a 5 or 6 day gap between the last episode put up and episode 10.
Work.
See, here's the thing. I accidentally put episode 9 up before episode 8. I fixed that. I took episode 9 down. I put episode 8 up. I scheduled a release for episode 9 for the 31st. Apparently, there's a few different ways you can schedule videos on YouTube. And the way I did it, I thought it would show up as a new upload on the 31st. What it actually did was private the video until the 31st and then make it public.
So now if you're scrolling through the episode list and it goes 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 8.
No, it goes 8, 9. Oh no, it doesn't. No, it does go 9, 8. Yeah, damn it, because
it goes 1, skip 2.
Yeah.
Shout out episode 2. Number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, number 9, number 8.
Even though you couldn't see episode 9 at the time episode 8 came out.
Right.
Frankly, I think it's stupid that YouTube has that feature. I think if you're gonna schedule a video to be visible on a certain date, it should upload or it should show up as a new upload on that date.
Does YouTube do anything that makes sense? I'm pretty sure I was trying to scroll through my watch later playlist the other day because I'm one of like 8 people that use watch later on YouTube, right?
Oh, I do.
And they removed They removed the feature on the app, at least the other day, to rearrange videos and watch later.
No, I still got that.
Like, okay, they might have added it back, but I'm pretty sure that as of a couple days ago, I was gonna be like trying to like rearrange it because I wanted to watch them in a certain order. Because
Yeah.
why not? And just it wouldn't let me. Like the little drag bar was not there.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Let's
You know, YouTube for me, they're always like taking away and then re-adding features. Like I'll just lose a feature for like a day or two, and then it comes back, and I don't know if it's actually part of like an update necessarily. If there's like testing something, and it's weird.
So here is my watch later playlist, right?
Yeah.
Do you see the little bars to rearrange with? No, like I'm going
Yeah,
here,
yeah. It's got
dragging.
like the little bar, and you can like drag the video
Dragging.
up and down. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't have that. It does not have that on mine.
Huh.
So now I have to like
Let me check
manually,
mine.
if I don't want a video to start playing, I have to manually leave the playlist as one is wrapping up. Go pick a new one and rinse and repeat. Oh,
Let's see,
weird.
Does mine do that?
Yeah, anti-shout out
yeah.
YouTube. I know that's where we post.
Wait,
I know
yeah,
that's
I
where
don't
we
got
post
them
our
either,
podcast,
but yeah.
yeah, like every
I
other
had that
playlist has
yesterday.
that.
I swear to God, I remember getting
Every-
pissed off about that yesterday.
Every other playlist has that though. Like, what is YouTube? Is YouTube trying to lose their customer base? No, it
I
did.
don't know,
Did
man.
other playlists take it off? No, other playlists still have it. Because if I go to one of the playlists from when I used to like listen to music on YouTube, right?
Mhm.
Actually, no, it's gone there. What?
Hmm.
I'm a retard.
What?
You have to set it to manual.
Oh, that would make sense.
You have to sort to. Yeah, you have to sort to manual, then it shows back up. So that entire ramp's for nothing. Okay, revoke the anti-shout to YouTube for that
No, we're
particular
still
reason.
gonna
but
keep that
still,
because YouTube kind of
still,
sucks.
anti-shout at YouTube. Yeah.
Also, anti-shout
God.
out Susan Wojcicki or whatever the fuck her name is. Imagine dying to cancer. You fucking loser.
Imagine like just doing any of the things Susan did to YouTube.
Here's the thing: as much as I like to shit on Susan, I mean, rightfully so, she absolutely deserves it. She ruined the spirit of YouTube. She's the reason they took Broadcast Yourself off of YouTube. I don't know if you remember, like, the OG days of YouTube. It used to be YouTube Broadcast Yourself. It was about being a YouTuber. That, like, just being a person that made videos about you and put them on YouTube. She took the Broadcast Yourself off of YouTube and made it, like, this corporate money-making platform. And, I like that it has made careers for people where, like, this can be the thing they do and they just make content, and that's cool, because there's been a lot of cool people I like to watch. But I don't like that she made YouTube itself this, like, hyper-profitable, like, money-driven business, because it's sapped all the fun out of YouTube.
Listen, kids, I'm old enough to remember, like, me 19-year-old me is able to remember. Yeah. I'm old enough to remember when YouTube didn't have, ads.
Yeah.
Crazy. But I remember when YouTube didn't have pre-roll and mid-roll ads. I mean, like, ads were always there, like, maybe like pop-ups and stuff.
Yeah, you had like the sidebar ads.
But like they were like never ever, especially to the point where they're at now, as bad.
I remember. Sorry.
Don't you love getting 2 unskippable ads like pre-roll? You get 2 minutes in, right? Then you get another 2 unskippable 15-second ads.
Landon, guess what? It gets worse now. I was using YouTube on my TV, right? I got a smart TV in my living room. I was watching. Yeah, I was watching UFC. They make you watch, if you're watching a live stream, they make you watch 1 minute of ads. Unskippable.
That's the reason I stopped watching Twitch, is they put like 30 or 60 seconds of ads before you even get to the stream.
Yeah.
And then some streamers will play ads mid-stream. And streamers play ads more on Twitch than on YouTube, it seems like. Like anytime something important happens, they're like, okay, well you gotta subscribe to me to watch this ad.
But dude, a minute of unskippable ads on a YouTube video of a fight from 2015? Holy shit.
That's I don't. YouTube has ruined itself. I mean, I'm I'm in the category. Like I know I'm sounding like I'm complaining, like I'm old, but like I'm sure like everybody would agree. The ads really started the downfall of it.
They did.
Because then everything
I'm
came
old
about
enough
like
to remember when YouTube didn't have likes and dislikes. They had a 5-star
stars.
rating system. I was there
I
when that was
never
the current thing.
I never had an account during that, but I remember like watching old videos like rate me 5 stars or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's like if you'll still occasionally find videos like that, it's just like a time machine basically.
Yeah. It's crazy that
Like
YouTube is going to turn 20 this year.
I think that 20 years ago, some random college kid went to the zoo, and that started it all.
Oh my!
Next month, make 20 years.
What's his name?
Me at the zoo, Jod Kareem or whatever
Yeah,
his name
yeah,
was.
Jod Curry.
Jod. Shout out Jod, bro, or Jawed, or however you pronounce it.
I always pronounce it Jawed, like Jared with a speech impediment.
Like the kids, the Subway guy knew.
Yeah, like if Sean said
Okay,
Jared.
I think the joke I made was a little too low, but it is what it is.
Nah, Jared from Subway. I mean, anti-shout
That's how
out
the
Jared
kid.
from Subway.
Hey,
He
protect the
didn't
kids,
technically
man.
do anything illegal though.
I mean, he was still into kids though. That's pretty
Yeah,
bad.
it is. But
That's a no go.
if you break down everything he did, in each state he was doing the things in, he never broke a law. It was the fact that he communicated wanting to do those things over state lines that made it all illegal.
Okay, so yeah, bro, Jared Fogle. What kind of a last name is Fogle?
I feel like it's pretty common. I've
Oh,
definitely met a couple
you
Fogels.
realize he did actually break the law because I don't care what state or what country you're in, but possessing CP,
Okay,
it's
well,
abbreviation,
yeah, okay,
is
that
quite
was illegal.
illegal.
The the meeting
Yeah.
up with kids part though, the way he did it was only illegal because he set it up across state lines. At the time he was doing it in New York, the age of consent was 15. So he was meeting up with 15-year-olds in New York and like sleeping with them. The problem is he was texting them to meet up from his house in Indiana, where the age of consent was
Oh,
16. And so because he was texting people arranging for sexual meetups in a state where that was technically illegal, that made it illegal because he was doing it on the phone in that state. Whereas if he was in New York the entire time he communicated that, it wouldn't have been illegal.
okay. I want to be using abbreviations for some of these. But following Fogle's arrest, the FBI also looked for a series of text messages made in 2008 between Fogle and Subway franchisee Cindy Mills, with whom he had a sexual relationship at the time. In these messages, Fogle talking about SA, and I'll let you fill the gaps in there, Thomas.
Yeah. Actual
SAing children.
assault.
Yeah, or abuse, but yeah, you know what I mean. Ranging,
Yeah.
okay, children in ages from 9 to 16 to sell, and told her to sell herself on Craigslist. So he could, and also asked for her to arrange him to have, intercourse with her 16-year-old cousin. So, yeah,
Yeah. So
illegal.
no. So she was 15 and her cousin was 16, which in New York, the state it happened in, was not illegal at the time. It was only because he
Okay,
had
but
set that up over text in Indiana that made it illegal.
admitting to, abusing children the age of 9,
Hold
I'm
hold
quite sure that
Okay, okay.
I'm not a legal professional, but I'm pretty sure that's
I'm not
illegal.
either, but I'll tell you the reason they said 9 to 16 is because whenever you're dealing with any sort of child sexual crimes, the states always have age ranges for the charges.
Mhm.
So in that case, since the victim technically was 15, then it counts as a 9 to 16. So like they say, oh yeah, he was
Okay.
into 9 to 16-year-olds, but
Still,
that's because he was into a 15-year-old.
yeah. That's still sick though. No matter what way you
Yeah.
twist it, whether it's they're able to consent or not, that's still a grown man. An
Yeah.
adult, like a middle-aged adult man, mind you. That's no bueno, no matter how you turn it, no
Yeah,
matter what
I
way
just
you
like
look at
setting
it.
the
That is,
record straight because I did like a deep dive into Jared Fogle a little while ago, like a couple months ago. I just learned like everything about his case just 'cause I was bored. It was interesting.
I, what do you think his first week in prison was like? Because everyone knew him as the subway guy, and
Uh,
then he comes in there.
so the way they generally deal with any sort of child related criminals is they'll either put them in their own unit, like they'll have like their own like cell block specifically for that type of people, or they'll just go into solitary confinement. Either way, they don't get put into general population because it's almost guaranteed they get killed.
I remember hearing a really, 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 really messed up joke about this whole situation. I don't know if I should share it on the video.
I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
Okay, so
Pretty sure I
don't you
know
find
the
it
one you're
funny how
talking about.
don't you find it funny how Jared Fogle started his career getting into smaller pants, and it's also the same way he went out?
Yeah.
I remember hearing that somewhere. And it's like one of the worst jokes I've ever heard, but it's funny. You gotta have like a dark sense of humor for it.
It, yeah.
Started his career the same way he went out, getting into smaller pants.
Man, those ads were insane at the time. If you think about it now, like a Subway sandwich is an entire loaf of bread with like a pound of meat, cheese, and vegetables on it. Like they're like 2,000
Yeah.
calories at the bare
And
minimum.
he lost 250 pounds doing this.
Yeah, see that's the thing. If you start at 500 pounds, right, a size that requires 20,000 calories a day to maintain, and you go down to 1/10 of that calories, you're gonna lose a lot of weight. That doesn't mean Subway's healthy. For the average person, Subway will make you fat as shit. There's so many calories in the Subway sandwich. It's insane.
I mean, I generally don't understand how somebody can lose that much weight by eating what's technically fast food. Like I know it's on the healthier side of it, but still, you're just shoveling down your gullet like processed meats and cheeses and stuff.
Well, again, weight is all just calories in, calories out. If you're at a size that requires 20,000 calories and you go down to 2,000 calories, you're gonna lose some weight. It's just what your food is made of is what changes the composition of your body. You can be super skinny and only eat fat foods because you eat like a Twinkie a day, or you can eat like 10,000 apples and still be like mildly skinny. It just all depends what you're eating.
It's like me. I usually eat like 2 or 3 meals a day. I skip breakfast sometimes because I don't eat a lot in the mornings. But like I've maintained 160 for like the past 2 or 3 years. Like I don't need to eat that much. I still can put down food like ungodly amounts of food.
Mm.
But it's like I have a high metabolism. That's my thing. That's my problem.
Yeah, I don't know where my metabolism's at really, but like if I'm trying to like bulk up and like put on some weight, like I have been for the past like year and a half, then like
Mhm.
I just eat as much as possible. If I'm feeling hungry, I put down some. I usually try to make sure it's got a lot of protein. Sometimes I'm just putting carbs down, but it all goes somewhere. You know, not my
You still
biceps. Apparently, they're still small. It mostly goes like right up here to my upper chest. It's fucking huge. I mean, you can't see it 'cause I'm wearing black, but
yeah. You
But
still around 230, Thomas?
yeah, yeah. I'm getting a little lower. I'm at like 225 right now because I've just
Alright.
been eating a lot of meat, trying to get a little bit leaner, and I've been trying to work on strength as opposed to building size because like basically the way I'll trade it off is I'll do hypertrophy training, which is where you gain muscle, and I'll do bulking at the same time. So I'm putting on weight, putting on muscle, getting physically bigger, and then I'll do strength training where you try to like add as much weight as you can to your workouts while I'm cutting and eating leaner and eating less calories, so that as I'm getting smaller, I'm really not losing any weight that I'm able to move, because that's like the main problem with cutting and getting smaller is that you're starting to take weight off your exercises. So I try to maintain it or even add to it, and then when I go back into bulking, I can keep moving up with the weights, and then I get bigger and stronger, and it's just a cycle that keeps itself going.
Okay, 6, 7, 225. I'm gonna find every time we would talk about your height weight on here. We're gonna talk. We're gonna try to find a wrestler comparison for you. See like who you're close in size to.
Sheamus is like
So
he has like 20 pounds on me, but he's pretty close.
I'm gonna see here. There. I know like your size like 6'3",
Yeah.
230, 225, whatever. That's got to be close to like some sort of wrestler.
Sheamus
A lot of these guys are like
6'2",
right at
260, something like that. But I mean, like you can tell he's on like a little bit of roids, and he's built up pretty
Okay,
stocky. But
I got one who's pretty similar to your build.
let's see him.
Well, not like not body build, but like height and weight's really similar. This is Brian Pillman Jr. is his name, or Lexus King. Brian Pillman Jr.
All right, let's get that link.
He's a 6'1", 225. This might be the closest we get to find somebody similar to your height, weight. Chris, pretty much on the dot. Just a little bit shorter. He's got hair who's almost as majestic as yours.
Dude, the
Close as it can
facial
get,
hair
but,
on this guy is ridiculous.
Yeah, you're. I mean, if you did something like that, though, man, imagine all the women that would show up to your shows, your matches.
This dude is. Well, I mean, I'm looking at a lot of different pictures of him here. There's some pictures where I'm like, I don't know, he
Funny
looks
story
like
about
quite
him.
a bit smaller than me, and then there's other ones where I'm like, nah, he's about my size. Like
Funny story about him. So his stage name in WWE is Lexus King, Lexis King. All right.
Yeah.
You know what his fans started calling themselves?
What?
Registered Lex offenders.
Nice.
And I'm pretty sure he hated it, but how tall is Tony D'Angelo? I don't know, he's 250 pounds, never mind.
Or can you draw me a link to some Sheamus pictures? I just want to show them what I think I'm equal to in the WWE.
Kidding me.
Or like, if you could specifically get the Sheamus vs. Reigns 2015 fight. Because that's what I was looking at today, where I'm like, that dude's like exactly my size.
You just don't have the 2015 mohawk that he had.
Yeah, that was an interesting look, I'll say.
No, I actually saw him February 2016 when he had that look going on.
Nice.
I went to a show in Louisville, and he was one of the matches on there. And there was like a whole thing back during that era where fans would chant like, "You look stupid."
Yeah.
You look stupid. So my crowning achievement in 2016, right, was it's like an untelevised event is what it was. They were doing this in Louisville, Kentucky, and he was wrestling, and I started that chant. The "You look stupid." Like I was the first one doing it whenever his match started, and I spread it across the arena.
Nice.
That was a pretty cool moment.
Speaking of spreading things across places, you just reminded me of something. You know how whenever you get a sponsored post or an ad on Instagram, every single comment says like "nice try Diddy" or "super nice try Diddy" or something like that?
Yeah.
I started that.
Yeah. Oh, you started that?
Yeah. I was doing that before the Diddy memes became a thing. See, you may not know this. People have kind of known that Diddy's a sexual predator for like 20 years, okay? It's been well known that Diddy diddles dudes. He's been fucking every black guy in the music industry that makes rap music or R&B music or whatever. Like, think about, like, you watch Kai Cenat streams, right? And what does he do? He throws parties, he has famous people over, he makes friends with them. that sort of thing. That's exactly what Diddy was doing 20, 25, 30 years ago. He was throwing parties, getting famous people over, making connections, getting dirt on them, and then extorting them for money. All right, and it's kind of been a known thing. So people like 50 Cent and Eminem and like a whole bunch of like anti-industry rappers. They've been talking shit about Diddy since Diddy's been Diddy, and frankly, so have I. I've always been clowning on Diddy. I don't like Diddy. So, I mean, probably like a year before any of this stuff came out about Diddy, every time I got a comment, or sorry, not a comment, an ad or anything that had to do with something Diddy was related to, like whether it was like Ciroc or something to do with Jay-Z or the NFL,
Uh-huh.
I'd comment, "Nice try, Diddy," and then you know,
Wow.
and then it came out that Diddy was like a sexual predator and he beat women and people started memeing on him, like early 2024. And then I started watching his every sponsored post and every advertisement would have "Nice try, Diddy" commented under it. And it would start with like, one or two comments mimicking mine. And then it would just be like 10 or 12. And it would just be every single comment is just "Nice try, Diddy." And I still see it every time I open a sponsored post. I'm like, man, I created a wave on
You
the
start
internet.
like you really started that.
Yeah,
You have done irreversible damage to the Instagram comment landscape.
I have literally cooked the
Irreversible.
sponsorship program for Instagram Reels.
You like pretty much. I don't know how
I
you did it, but
Yeah,
congrats.
like through my "Nice try, Diddy" comments, I would bet I have single-handedly stopped dozens of big companies from sponsoring posts and promoting themselves on Instagram because they don't want to have 1,000 "Nice try, Diddy" comments under their post.
I mean, that's kind of impressive.
It is, yeah.
I mean, again, irreversible damage, but impressive.
You know, for all the shit Instagram's put me through, it's worth it. They could deal with my comments. They can deal with my army of people commenting "Nice try, Diddy" on every sponsored post.
How many accounts have they removed at this point?
Too many. Probably fucking 10.
Man.
Dude,
So,
they
how long has the oh, go on.
so they flag like every comment I ever leave on anything is like spam, right? Or they used to. They haven't done it on my newest account, but it used to be for the last like 8 or 9 or 10 or however many accounts I had. That like every single comment or post or anything I did would get flagged as spam, and I'd rack up like 100 violations on my account, and then they'd delete it, and then I'd make a new one, and it would
Hey,
happen all over again. And they've been leaving me alone for a while, so I'm kind of hopeful that things aren't too bad. But you know, I've made my mark. They've screwed me over. I've screwed them over. Seems fair. Perfectly balanced as all things should be.
hmm. And you had Peeny Wiener as your name for how many of those again?
Two.
Okay, Peeny Wiener is I'd love to know where you got that from.
So I was just whenever I make a name, I try to make it something funny. Like for a while, it
Uh,
was sharding out my peener. Um,
hey,
for a while, it was it was those red Fieros. And I had a picture of my cars. For those who don't know, I own two identical
mhm.
1985 Fieros. Um, what I have before that? Oh, this is the dumbest username I ever had because I didn't realize that I had the wrong thing there. So it was spelled like skiar, but like really long. It was like S and then like four K's, four E's, four A's, and four R's, right? And what I
Mhm.
thought it was is I think it's on What an XXX Tarnation, a song by XXX Tentacion. He says, "Me and Ski are in the booth," talking about him and Ski Mask the Slump God. But when you hear it, you hear like me and Skiar in the booth, and then I think even Ski Mask the Slump God heard what I heard and thought he said Skiar instead of me and Skiar, because
Mm-hmm.
in Ski Mask's verse he goes Skiar in the booth, like he doesn't even say the me and, so I like that's why I thought X said what I thought he said, and I had that as my username for like a
Mm-hmm.
year. And then I listened to that song a little closer, and I really heard what X said, and then I heard Ski mispronounce it, and I went, damn, we both misheard that. Okay.
By the way, the one I just dropped in the chat is 63223. That might actually be the closest we get.
All right. All right. Let's see it. Let's see it. Sean Spears.
Sean Spears.
Oh. I think he was in one
I
of the
think
fights I was watching earlier.
his name used to be Ty Dillinger, if that helps at all.
I don't think it does. I'm still waiting for that Roman Reigns and the Irish guy,
I
whatever,
mean,
Sheamus.
I sent you a picture of him from that era.
No, you dropped the same link twice of Lexus King.
I did.
Yeah.
I swear I dropped a link in of Sheamus. Oh no, I didn't. Oh, okay, I'm kind of retarded. Okay, that's fine.
I don't know what it is about Sean Spears here, but he looks kind of small, I guess. You know what? No, I think I think I'd fit in pretty well with this guy. We're both like big but a little undefined.
Yeah, 6'3", 223.
I see a picture of him here where he looks like he's on steroids, probably from like 15 years ago, and then one now where he's like clearly not.
Mm-hmm. I sent you the
I
link to
mean, him on
Roman
steroids is
Reigns
like
to Sheamus.
mildly impressive, but him clearly off steroids is like honestly quite a bit smaller than me.
But there's your Sheamus versus Roman Reigns 2015 images.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, this guy here. Oh, this is a perfect picture here. It's like the fourth picture over of Roman throwing a like a what's that, like right elbow into Sheamus.
Huh.
That picture right there is like if I put like 6 months of hard work into my physique, I'd look exactly like that.
Now, are you gonna try to put that much work into your physique?
I mean, yeah, if I'm gonna be on TV doing wrestling and shit, I will 100% look like that.
Do you think Sean's gonna be able to get us like a local TV deal? You think?
Yeah, I think you can make it work.
Right. Do they still do public access television in Sevierville,
I have no idea.
Knoxville area? They still did public access. Man, can you imagine?
Dude, do you think I should get the beard braids like Sheamus has?
I think you should.
Yeah, that might go hard.
I would most definitely go hard. I mean, I think it takes like a very certain kind of person to pull those off. I think you can make it work.
Dude, my hair's like probably 2.5 feet long. I could put it in a mohawk though. Like if I did like a mega Sheamus look, like a giant mohawk, even longer braid twist, came out still pale and jacked like him. Dude, that'd be kind of a
Yeah.
look. Like I'm not even Irish, but I could pull that off.
And just if do you think you'd like put on the accent and trick people into thinking you're Irish?
No, I can't do an Irish accent for shit. But I could try.
Let's hear it.
Oh god. Oh god, you're gonna put me on the spot like that. Let me
I know I can't do the
Let me
accent.
lubricate my speaking hole.
I'm not even gonna attempt to do an accent because I know it would suck and I know I'd embarrass myself. Excuse me.
Oh man.
If you don't want to, then I'm not gonna force you. But
No, I'm just thinking about it, right? And like most of my like genetic heritage comes from like England, right? Not Ireland.
mm-hmm,
So I'm doing like my
mm,
enemy's accent here. It's just
I'm sorry to.
I feel like I'm gonna like piss off
I'm
my
sorry to.
ancestors, but this might be this could be potentially the most embarrassing moment ever recorded on the podcast. I could do the worst accent in the world right here, or I could like just absolutely nail it. It's gonna go one of two ways.
Like I'm anxious. I'm ready for this.
What do I say? What do I? What do Irish people say?
Top of the morning.
Yeah, I could say some like top of the morning to you laddies, something like that.
Hold on. I'm gonna type you out your script. All
I
right.
feel like I'd do better like Scottish than Irish, but I'm gonna try. I'm just trying to make it sound right. All right, well, I gotta see what this script looks like. Impromptu script right here.
I'm trying to. I'm trying to like get our our what if I try to get the usuals out while I'm typing this the usual
All
things
right.
we say.
So dude, should I do like an Irish leprechaun or like a local Irish?
I'm let I'm let you do whatever way you want to take this.
Oh God, oh God, I'm so scared. The fact that you're still typing means this is longer than I'm comfortable talking.
Hold on, like I had to think for a second.
Top of the morning to you, laddie. Shout out to Jikistan and KFC and Larry and Bo and Lady Boys. I gotta say all that with an Irish accent.
You just say whatever part you want. Just say whatever you're comfortable saying in an Irish accent.
Top of the morning is fucking. Let me practice in my head. Top of the morning to you.
Nobody clip this, please.
Okay. Top of the morning to you, laddies. Shout out to Jikistan, KFC, Larry, Bo, and Lady Boys.
It sounded Scottish.
Exactly. That's why I said I could do a better Scottish than Irish. Top of the morning to you, laddies. Shout out to Jikistan and KFC, Larry, Bo, and Lady Boys.
10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
Yeah,
If we have any,
I could do Scottish. Irish though, fuck off.
if we have any Scotch in our chat for whatever reason, let us know how he did.
If we got any of them Scots in here, brother, I'll tell you what, I'll slice one of them up. I'll give them a Glasgow smile. What the hell did I drop over? Oh, my box, cart box. Hell yeah.
Well, one of the guests I want to get like long term, maybe like episode 500 or something. Get Conor McGregor on here. I feel like he'd be entertaining.
Oh, I was gonna say Count Dankula because he's Scottish, but Conor McGregor's
But
good.
I'm saying McGregor because he's Irish.
Yeah. I just want to
You
shit
know,
talk
well,
McGregor for like 20 minutes. I just want to tell him he's a pussy. Then he can't fight me, and then he wouldn't win a fight against me.
what about that episode 550 special is McGregor versus Tommy Boy?
Dude, what if
Yeah,
episode
yeah, UFC Awesome
550 Connor still hasn't got his his one UFC contract fight done yet, and I'm just bullying him about it for an hour. I'm like, come on, pussy, hop in the UFC. I'll be your fight. Come on, hop in. Get your contract done for Dana. Come on, pussy.
When are we gonna bring our first guest on? I feel like we've been trying to like we've been like edging these people with Sean for like 3 or 4 episodes.
Dude, whenever Sean wants to get on, man, he keeps trying to get me to play Marvel Rivals, and I'm like, man, get on my podcast.
God, do you think he'd want to get on right now?
Shit, I'll send him a text. See what he's up to.
I mean, he's probably home by now. Park closed like 2 hours ago.
Oh yeah. Let's see, where's he at?
I'll hear him playing Marvel Rivals all the time. Me and him and Jalen be playing, and his he like I don't know if he uses a headset or not. I don't think he uses a headset. I think he talks through the controller. It's like I can just hear his woman in the background talking.
Oh god.
It's like in between rounds, or in between like him getting killed and respawning, he'll just like be talking to his woman about something.
Yeah.
He was telling me a story one
A little
time that I
worried they
cannot
might
repeat on
start.
the show, but
Yeah.
I don't think he told you this story, but he told me a story of one of his escapades, and I cannot repeat it on the show. But yeah, we love Sean. Sean's funny. And now I guess I gotta fill the dead air with something.
I was hoping you were gonna
I
go
cannot
on and
wait.
talk about what Sean told you so that I could hit this, but then you're
Well,
like, and I can't talk
was
about
saying,
that
I was
on the air, and
hoping-
I'm like, fuck, it's too late.
Yeah, just an escapade that Sean and his
I think I know
were
which one you're
proceeded
talking
with.
about. I think he told me about this. He said he was too scared to do something, and he did it. Yeah.
And then whenever they proceeded with it, she was like
Not down with
kind
it.
of not down with it. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
trying to think of the most respectful way to say it to where like neither outside party will get upset.
Uh huh.
Shout out Sean though, bro.
Yeah,
Sean is
shout
one of
out-
the coolest
shout out
dudes I've ever
Sean.
met.
Yeah.
Y'all can meet the man behind the FWC, this company that he's wanting to start.
Mhm.
Now, like, have you like in the past, I guess, weeks since we recorded the last episode, have you given any thought to what your character is actually going to be?
Damn it. No.
I feel like I ask you this like weekly. Like, what is your character?
You know, I don't know, man. The more I've been watching UFC fights, though, I really like the like the appeal of Sheamus. I think aesthetically, he's like my favorite character. 2015
That's
Sheamus.
not UFC. That's not UFC.
Did I say UFC?
You said UFC.
Okay, WWE.
WWE.
Yeah, Sheamus. 2015 Sheamus has to be like my favorite aesthetic in the UFC. I just said it
You
again.
said it again.
I. God damn it.
Like, not even
this thing's a
3
problem right
episodes
here.
ago, we had a whole presentation about wrestling. I think I
know.
hammered
I know.
WWE there like multiple times.
I can't tell you what it is, man. Just there. You know what it was? I was talking about we were talking about Conor McGregor, and I was talking about his UFC
McGregor.
fight, and that just got me on the idea of UFC. Yeah,
Okay.
2015 Sheamus has to be my favorite aesthetic in the WWE, the
Right.
correct organization.
Thank you.
I also
You got there.
I really like the way Roman Reigns looks. Also around that same era, just the all black wearing like kind of combat gear inspired like
Yeah.
outfit. I think that's like
Yeah,
a badass
tactical
look.
vest.
Yeah. So I don't know what to do. I think it all depends on my build at the time that it starts, like where I'm at like physically. If I'm as big as Sheamus, dog, like if I'm running out here like bulked up looking like Kratos without the tattoo, dude, I'm so down to just like do something like that. Just be like some crazy Scottish guy or something. Like I'll put the accent out on stage. I don't know how exactly I'd yell in Scottish, but yeah, I'd figure it out.
I think this might be some gear.
For Scotland! I don't know. I figured it out.
It's like, yeah, stuff like this might be the stuff that you could wear. Is stuff you told me you're a bit interested in.
I mean, Sheamus was like practically naked. He just had some like tight ass shorts on.
But like you said, you didn't want to wear the trunks like that.
Oh yeah. Oh no, yeah, that's Hold on. If you click on that link, it's in like the middle of the page, second row down. It's the Amazon link. Says yoga workout shorts. Like that kind of length right there, I think is like perfect. That's like the length of short I would want.
Okay.
Oh,
I mean,
actually,
I'm sure that
if you keep scrolling down, it's what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4 layers down, third from the right. You see those half black, half purple right there? That's like,
from from Pro Wrestling Gear UK.
dude, that's like the purple I want on my shorts right there. Like, yeah, that's kind of
Okay.
cool. And oh, actually, and then if you look, the second one from the left with that, I think you actually sent me those exact shorts one time.
Uh-huh.
If you had like that purple from the ones on the right as like that gold streak all on those shorts, and then you had like the
Okay.
stitchings for like the crotch seam and like around like the waistband and like down the sides of the legs and around like the cuffs, so, like in that purple with like exposed stitching, that would be like my exact shorts right there that I want to wear.
Okay.
I hope that was a good like visualization for those who can mentally visualize. 'Cause
For,
we did have that talk about
for
levels of
yeah.
consciousness a couple episodes ago.
Wasn't that the last episode?
It definitely was, yeah.
Yeah, that was episode 11.
Yeah.
So I could see you pulling something like that off. And what about like what color would the boots be? I know you mentioned you don't want to wear like knee pads,
Yeah, no knee
even
pads for
though
me. They're just
even though
they're
everybody should be wearing knee pads.
they're just a little too homosexual for my liking.
Mm.
You know.
And would you be wearing like boots, or would you want to wear like normal like tennis shoes?
Well, see here's the thing. We got Roman Reigns with that like tactical combat look. You know, he's got some actual like combat boots on.
Yeah.
But also, they make like legit wrestling shoes that are basically just a really stiff leather sock. And I feel like that's what you're supposed to wear, you know? So I'd probably
Let me show you
want to
the.
wear something like that. But at the same time, since it is, you know, more of a show than actual wrestling and footwear can kind of be whatever you want, I think something in between like a combat boot and a Doc Marten in the same like black and purple color scheme would go kind of hard. But I don't know if I'd
You
want
know
too
where
much purple on the boots. I think I'd mainly want black boots with just purple laces, maybe like a purple stripe somewhere around the sole if it's possible. Or if I did get legit like wrestling shoes, which I believe you just sent me a link for. What the fuck?
no these. Yeah. So this guy, his L.A. Knight, Shadow L.A. Knight. I love this guy. He I'm pretty sure he designed these. He took like the design for a Jordan 12, and, and then he took the area around the ankles up above, like up to the shin, and then he had boots that were designed to look like Jordan 12.
This is so fucking ugly.
He picked one of the weirdest Jordans to have boots made out
That's one
of.
of the worst shoes I've ever seen, dog.
I mean, I think they're pretty cool.
Just look up like a plain like Adidas wrestling shoe, and just like that with like just generally the same color scheme as my shorts would be like exactly what I'd want.
So you, so you want wrestling shoes and not boots?
I don't know exactly what I'd want. I mean, the thing is like I'd have to see it like in person with the shorts to like really decide.
Okay.
Oh, actually, you know those Converse that have like 10 extra eyelets going up, like the super tall Converse? I just wear those.
Yeah.
Like that's like that's it right there. Like that, like some like all black, with the white sole strap and the toe cap
Uh,
and some purple laces. That's it right there. That's my outfit.
hey,
I figured it out. Oh, and fingerless
open
gloves.
that
I
new
want
one.
fingerless gloves.
Hey, open that new one up real quick, and then see if any of those tickle your fancy.
Gotcha. Uh, yeah, second row down, all the way on the right. That's basically what I'm talking about, but not in like a high heel, shiny female leather.
Okay.
Like, the converse of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
that's what I want.
Think
Dude, these
I'm
are like
thinking to
all women stuff. It's like not. You trying to dress me like a woman? Is that what this is? You trying to see me all femboyed?
no, no, not at all.
You trying to see femboy Tommy?
So no knee pads. What about elbow pads?
Nah. Well, I don't see. It depends how minimal they are, but I think elbow pads could go hard.
Hey, see, I might have to cook something. I might have to make some gear on WWE 2K at some point in the next couple days.
Oh, I
Let's see what you
downloaded
think.
2K16 because apparently I own that on Xbox. If I can
Okay,
if I can customize a character on there, I'll just like make me.
you can. You can.
Okay, I'll make me on
Now,
2K16.
and share with the presentation next episode.
What?
Share the next, in the next episode, share what you created. Present it.
Oh yeah. I was like, I don't got a presentation. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
No, yeah, I know
like
what you mean.
share it with the viewer,
Yeah, yeah, I got you. I
the
can do
singular
that.
viewer. Shout out to whoever number 3 viewer is on every episode. I don't know who you are
Shout out
or
to
why you keep
whoever's watching
watching.
these because we
Yeah,
get like 3 or 4 views every show, and I don't know who it is.
it's like I watch like a couple minutes. I don't know if it's enough to qualify as a
It
view when I
is.
watch just a couple minutes.
I happen to know
So I'm
because
one of
we
them.
always watch it as soon as they come out, and it like instantly clicks
Yeah,
over to 2 views, and I know that's us because we also
yeah,
comment on it.
yeah. We always leave some sort of like silly little comment, whether it be like an inside joke or whatever. But
And I go into muscular schizophrenia when I'm typing the descriptions.
you don't even like have a goal in mind. You just have like a full 5 sentence long paragraph. You're like, yeah, this will do. And you just
Yeah,
let it
I
go.
just grab my keyboard, I look at it, and I go, right. And then something comes out of it.
Man, we need like a behind the scenes episode. Sometimes like just Inception, like we'll record ourselves recording the episode and post like highlights and snippets from that.
Yeah.
Maybe do like maybe see some like pre-show banter. I think that could be something interesting for our Patreon in the future if we ever get enough to start one.
That yeah, that would be cool. Doing an Inception episode where we start recording just before the pre-show starts, and then we record our whole pre-show, the after chat. I even like do the editing and the uploading like as like the episode goes on, and then the whole recording is everything up to the video being uploaded.
That could, like
Like
the thing is,
however we
honestly,
gotta figure that out and edit it together, we'll make it work.
that would that'd be like a good like April Fool's episode. It'd be like 8 or 10 hours long, but it'd be so worth it.
Yeah. Oh
Like
man,
after episode 10, we stayed on for like 4 more hours and just talked to ourselves.
we did. We legit had 2 hours worth of content, and we only recorded one.
I mean, we could have like cranked out like a double episode special, but
Yeah.
here's what it is.
Oh man, I got a huge announcement.
Ooh.
So, my grandparents, they've done fairly well with real estate over the last decade or so. Just buying the odd property here or there, fixing it up, flipping it, and we have secured another property. So
Ayo.
So we live here in. I mean, I like to say I live in Newport because Newport is like half a mile that way, and even though I'm within the city limits of Dandridge, it's about 15 miles that way. I live in Newport, all right, and Cosby is the next town over. They own a cabin in Cosby, and our neighbor is the only other house near that cabin. Like basically, you've got like this flat spot on top of a mountain, or like halfway up a mountain, and you've got my grandparents' house and their neighbor's house. And then it all goes downhill, and there's a neighbor like way over here and one like way over here. So it's like this really secluded spot, except for these 2 houses. Well, that neighbor died like 6 or 7 years
Oh.
ago, and his kids have been the sole inheritors of the property. and they have not cared about the place at all. They've completely let it go. It's practically falling apart, and we just found out that the basement flooded because the toilet
Oh,
broke and it was just spewing water out. This property, it's on like 6 acres of almost perfectly flat land, which on the side of a mountain is, impossibly rare.
yeah.
If this house was in good condition and the land was cleaned up a little bit, this would easily be like a $300,000 property. And my grandparents called the son that his name's on the title for the place, and they said, "Look, the house is fucked. We just went by there. There's water pouring everywhere. Your basement's flooded. Um, it's fucked. It's totaled." And this guy was like freaking out, and he's like, "Yeah, I was wondering why my electricity bill was like 3 times higher than it should be this month. Because his well is just pumping water into his basement. And so they're like, look, I know we've been bugging you for the last, since your dad died to sell us this place. And we've been offering you less and less every time. We're going to offer you a lot less right now. Please take it." And he's like, "What are you going to offer?" And they go, 100 grand even. We'll cover all the fees for transferring the title and whatnot. And you just walk away from the place. And he goes, "Fuck. Alright, whatever. You got a deal." Sold us the house for an even 6 figure right there. It comes
Okay.
there. It has like a mid 2000s Chevy Trailblazer sitting in the driveway. He said he'll throw that in. The
Okay.
transmission went bad on it because those have the 4L60, which, if you know Chevy transmissions, it's the worst one they've ever made. You can swap a 4L70 or a 4L80 into it fairly easy. I'm probably gonna go the T56 route so I can have a manual. I just got a free Chevy Trailblazer out of this thing. This is like the best deal in the world. I love those things. My friend Matt has one. It's the most comfortable thing I've ever sat in. It's like, genuinely, it rides like a Cadillac. The passenger footwell has so much room that I, at 6'3", being over half leg, can't reach the end of it unless I like slouch back in my seat and like extend my feet out.
Oh,
Like, it is the most spacious thing I've ever sat in, and I cannot wait to have one. Not to mention,
that's
we're not going to have a neighbor now, and there's now going to be 2 cabins on one property, which means that's going to be like $1 million property now, because it's going to be, well, what is it, like, it's going to be like 12 combined acres of like perfect land with 2 over 2,000 square foot cabins. I'm hyped. This is like one of the
so.
best
What are
things
the
that's ever happened.
what are they gonna do with the cabin? Like rent it out? Probably.
Yeah, the one they got up there is being rented out right now. We're gonna fix this one up. It's probably gonna cost about 40 grand to get it all, good and square again, and then we'll just start renting that out.
There you go. That's. I mean, is it like in a good location? Like close to touristy stuff.
I know you don't know where Newport is, or
Right.
Cosby, or really anything around that area. But for anyone that's familiar with the area, if you know where the Walmart is, it's like 20 minutes from there in Newport. So it's like,
Okay.
it's in a really good location. It's like 15 minutes from Newport, and like, I don't know, 30 minutes from Gatlinburg.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Now, is this the same Walmart where Dolly visited that we
Yes,
mentioned in
that
the
one. It's that one.
previous episode? Okay. Okay. Never been, but I'm familiar with it existing.
Yeah, it's pretty close to there.
Okay. And do you think she'll be, taking pictures with y'all next year at Dollywood?
I hope so. I was really bummed that she didn't this year, or last year technically.
I just realized that, like, since I won't be, most likely won't be returning next season, after Sunday, I can technically, since the parks will be closing and I won't be employed, say whatever I want about Hershey Family Entertainment.
Yeah.
I can say whatever I want about my time at Dollywood. I know we've been teasing this, but trust me, it's going to come eventually. We got to run like a full like hit piece on like all the coworkers who've wronged us or
Yeah.
did wrong things, or stupid guests. I should have been keeping a list since day one.
Man, I got one I want to talk about right now.
Do you want to
Yeah, I do. Look,
share
because,
it?
I mean, I plan to come back
First
for the
Amendment.
bonus, and then I want to find out if Dolly's taking pictures, and if she's not, I'm getting the fuck out. Anyways, good chance I'm just not even going to come back anyways, because I'll find a better paying job. Man, okay, I had this large family come up to me, right?
Mhm.
Or what I assumed to be one large family. Apparently, two of the kids that were also coming up to play were not part of that group. You know, I don't know how I'm supposed to tell. You know, they didn't say anything. So, like, you know, they all line up. Like, practically every gun's taken. And, like, one of the kids that wasn't in their group won. And, you know, I gave that kid
Mm.
their prize. And they're like, so we don't get anything? I'm like, no, your kid over there won. They're like, that's not our kid. And I'm like, oh, that sucks. You know, I mean, I didn't say that sucks, but I was like, oh, well,
Yeah,
alright. You know. And then so they're
it's
like,
quite often.
yeah, so they're like, alright, fuck it, I guess we'll play again. Uh, Give me 3 vouchers for their 3 kids specifically to play. Okay.
I know where this is going.
The youngest kid wins. Okay. I ask him what kind of prize he wants, and the mom's like, no, this kid's gun wasn't working. Points at her oldest kid, who was spraying at everything but the little point you're supposed to spray at.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so like his thing wasn't moving. She's like, his thing didn't move at all. His light wasn't going. I'm like, yeah, 'cause he didn't shoot the thing. He's like, yeah, he was spraying all around it. I was watching him. I'm like, yeah, he wasn't spraying the thing you're supposed to spray. He's like, no, it's broken. It's broken. We're gonna redo that. I'm like, all right, you want to redo the round? She's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, just have him pick a different gun. He goes to a different gun. That kid then wins that round because he actually figured out what he was supposed to do. I give him the prize,
Mm.
and then she points at the younger kid and goes, where's his prize? I go, he didn't win. She goes, yeah, he won the last game. I went, no, no, no. That was this game. You had me redo that one. Now this kid won. She's like, no, he won. He gets a prize too. I go, he didn't win. He doesn't get anything. If you'd rather have that kid get the prize than the one that just won, that's up to you. She's like, I wouldn't rather anything. Matter of fact, all 3 of them are getting the prize. And I went, nope, they're not. And and everyone in her group around her is watching her like get pissed off and screaming. And they're like, "You're fucking insane! Stop talking! You don't know what you're talking like to her, you know?
No.
Like they're literally telling her she's insane and she needs to stop talking." And she's just getting more and more pissed off, and I'm just sitting there pissing her off. And she's eventually like, where's your manager? I'm like, over there at the register. And Larry's standing out there. And she starts explaining it to him, and he's looking over at me like, what the fuck? And I'm like, I don't know, man. Because, you know, he's like putting the pieces together that, like,
Yeah.
she paid 3 vouchers, got a prize, and now wants 2 more prizes. And he's like, ma'am, I don't know what to do for you. I'm sorry. She got so
Biggest
pissed off.
shout out. Biggest shout out possible to Larry, bro. I again cannot say enough good things about that man.
Yeah.
Cannot say enough positive things about him. So today, right? It was my second last day at Dollywood. Because I'm more than like 99% sure I will not be coming back next season. So at this point, I'm getting to the point where like, you know, I don't care anymore. I'm gonna say all the things I've wanted to say for a while. It's getting to the point where like if anybody asks me where to get vouchers, you know, instead of being like, oh, you gotta go over there, you know, blah blah blah, being real nice, I'm just like, I just tell them it's right behind you. Like, turn around. I don't say that turn around part, but you know,
I've done
say,
that before.
especially in the middle of a, especially in the middle of a game. They're like, where do you get a voucher? I'll just be like, right behind you. Right? So I'm supposed to be running Goblet today. There's like not even 10,000, not even 8,000 people on park. So I'm just, you know, hanging out the horseshoe doing my thing. I'm over in Swisher talking to Hunter, right? Shout out Hunter.
Shadow Hunter, he's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's what I said not even 2 seconds ago, Tommy Boy.
Yeah, no, I heard you. I was
Anyway.
adding to it.
Yep. So, you know, this group of boys, probably about like 14, 15-year-old, 16-year-old maybe, comes up wanting to play Swisher, right? And they're asking how it works. You know, and Hunter starts explaining it. You know, I cut Hunter off. You know, and I'm thinking, again, like, I have like a shift like and a half left whenever this is going on. So I'm thinking again, I literally don't care anymore. I'm just gonna say what I've wanted to say for the past almost 2 years of my career here at Dollywood. I stopped and tell the boy who's asking the rules. It's like, what's really awesome, man? There's a sign not even 2 feet away from your face. And I kind of make like a shocked face, like there's a sign right there. And I don't know if he thought it was funny or if he was mad at me for calling him out for that, but I just felt like I had to finally say it.
Yeah,
I'm getting to the point where, like, I'm pointing out to people, I'm saying, like, oh, you're the first person all day to actually read the sign. Thank you. Like, genuinely being grateful that they take the 5 seconds out of their day it takes them to read the sign and not annoy me.
Yeah, since, it's the end of the season, since the first, I've been so rude to people. Just anytime they ask me any sort of dumbass question, I give them a dumbass answer. And I don't care if they get pissed off. I don't care if they like how I'm talking to them. I don't give a single fuck about nothing. They're like, what's a voucher? I don't know, man. They're like, well, where do I get one? Over there. What's over there? Where they sell the vouchers. Go figure it out.
Man, like, you and me have mentioned the I don't know if I've mentioned this to you. I'm pretty sure we have mentioned instituting a stupid questions jar at all the games.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that conversation? So basically, here's what it is, right? I'm probably gonna tell Larry this Sunday if I see him, or Christy once. Shout out both of them.
Yeah, shout out Larry, shout out Christy, shout out to Jeekstan, shout out Briskashi, shout out Bo, shout out Jalen, shout out whatever else we shout out. Shout out the KFC girl from Australia. Yeah.
It's gonna eventually get like episode like 300. This shout out section like 12 minutes long itself. Anyway,
yeah, we're gonna have to start we're gonna make a legitimate list of like 45 different people we gotta shout out, 30 different places we gotta shout out, 13 different countries, 3 different planets, a whole solar system.
So here's what it is. So everybody's heard of a swear jar, like parents, grandparents, teachers, whatever, insert a swear jar. Like little Susie, little Billy says a bad word. Little Susie says, "What the hell, Mom?" And the mom's like, "Susie, put $1 in the jar. You said a bad word."
Yeah.
Just or what have you. But what we'd have, instead of having a swear jar game, we'd have a stupid question jar, right? So anytime a guest asks us a stupid question, whether it's like, what the heck? So first of all, any question relating to vouchers automatically gets you $5 in the jar. Automatically, you put $5 in the jar for any question you ask about vouchers. So if you ask where a voucher is and what's a voucher, you're losing $10. Okay? If you ask, where's the bathroom, where's the smoking area, that's just $1. If it's anything that can be answered by the board, that's also $5. So
no, hold on.
By the rule board.
I would not charge people for asking where the smoking area is. I say this as an ex-smoker. The number one thing I hate is people smoking around me, and when the smoke gets around me and I smell it, that pisses me off so much. When people ask where the smoking area is, I usually go, "Thank you for asking." Most people usually light a cigarette in my face.
Okay, so strike that one. But if they ask something like, "Where's the exit?" or where's it, or especially like, "Where's the train station?"
Oh my god! I'm like, do you not hear it 30 feet over there, dog? You can see the train. You can see the smoke billowing out the top of it. Oh my god!
So any question about vouchers, or any question that we can answer about a sign, or any question about the train station when we're in country fair, $5. Anything like that. If you ask me like what the large prize is, or anything, when again it should be pretty obvious, that's $1. And then if you ask if you can get a free prize, that's also $1. Or if you can get like a free shot, if you ask for a practice shot, that's $1.
Mm-hmm.
And so at the end of the day, if it's like a busy day or if it's a slow day, no matter what, it's gonna fill up pretty quick. And then what we do is, you take the pot at the end of the day, you split it, half the money goes into games, half the money goes to whoever's running the game for that day. And I assume whoever's running that game for the day will give a split of the pot to their breaker, or something.
Mm-hmm.
But there you go, the stupid question jar.
Man.
If you said that implemented at Dollywood, just know that it was my idea.
That's yeah. I mean, that is genius. I would love to see that implemented. But honestly, could you imagine being a guest, going up and asking a question? They went, "Hold on, you're stupid. Put $1 in here."
I just imagine, like, like during Luminas or during like Christmas, a week after Christmas, how fast it felt. Like, were you there? Were you there on the 30th,
Isn't that today?
December 30th?
No,
That
wait.
that was a
Whoa, whoa,
Monday.
whoa. It's the fourth, or no, third today. Let's see.
30th,
4 days.
30th was Monday.
Yeah, I think I was there. Wait, no, that was
Was
a
that
Monday.
not the?
No, I was there.
That was
No,
yeah, the 30th, December 30th,
when there was
2024 was the worst
31,000
day
people.
I'd ever seen. Yes. Bro, there were 31,000 people on park, but it felt like 50,000 played games. Okay, it was absurd. If I had a stupid question jar in my game, well, I was a breaker that day, but still, even as a breaker, if the breaker's got to cut to the money, I could have made like a
Oh,
solid $400 or
I
$500
knocked
from
my
stupid
camera
question
over.
jar that day.
Oh,
Uh,
I dropped my camera. It's okay. Where'd it go?
so having
Hello.
a stupid question jar, I feel like that should be implemented at like every workplace. Honestly,
Yeah, would be
like
nice.
restaurants could probably deal with it. I'm sure a lot of businesses could really benefit from that.
Right.
Dollywood, especially.
Well, let me set my bong down. This is reducing my dexterity.
I was explaining to somebody the other day that half my job revolves around answering the same like 4 or 5 questions on a daily basis, and that's really what half our job is. It's remembering rules and then answering the same 5 questions day in, day out, day in, day out, day in, day out. Oh, we got Thomas
Yeah,
again.
there we go. I'm back.
It's always, where's the bathroom? What's the voucher? Where's the voucher? How much is the voucher? What are the rules?
Mm-hmm.
That's like the big 5. And then occasionally, where's the exit? And occasionally, like, oh, where's this ride? Where's this restaurant? But people, believe it or not, have actually started using their maps this year, which is insane to believe. Can you believe people actually use their maps now, Tommy?
You know, I can. However, just because you use something doesn't mean you're using it properly.
Fair.
You know how the map takes place across 3 folds of the pamphlet. And you know how whenever they're in the country fair, they fold the 3rd section of the pamphlet with the country fair on it. And then they show it to you and go, "Where am I?" And I go, "You're on the next page." And then they flip the actual page and I go, "No, like the 3rd page of the pamphlet." And then they flip to the actual 3rd page of the pamphlet. I go, "No, on the page with the map. There's 3 sections of it. You're on the 3rd one." And then they like flip back to it and they fold the part with the country fair. I go, "Just give me your map." And then I fold it back out. I go, "You're here." And I point at the country fair and they go, "Oh, I didn't know that was there." I go, "Yeah, because you wouldn't unfold the thing."
I'm just now realizing that since this episode's going out after January 5th,
Way after.
I can technically say
That's
whatever
exactly why I was
want.
talking
don't
about
care
that customer earlier.
I can say, ooh, bro, the amount of like actual retards I deal with on a daily, the collective IQ of everybody visiting Dollywood any given day, like a busy day, for example, is no higher than 8. The collective IQ of every guest combined, no higher than 8. Like, say, there'll be a stand, like, say this is a sign right here. They'll come up to our game, they'll, waddle over with their absolute bratty kids, sign hanging right here. They walk up to the game, like, how much is it to play? What are the rules? Can I get a, hey, give me a picture. Oh, those bottles have weights in them, don't they? You scammer.
Mm-hmm.
And like, before I can even get like a word out, explain to them like what they need to do or where they need to go, they'll just start like running off to the next thing, or they'll be trying to help me cash, without fail. my favorite, like I have my wallet out here, not for this demonstration, just happen to have it out.
Show us your credit card.
They'll come up to a game.
I want to see the numbers.
I'm actually gonna show you a downtown Flavortown card that I have in my wallet.
All right.
And nobody can use this downtown flavor. I walk up, they're like, do you take card over here? I think I had one of the dumbest people that I've ever had at a game the other day. Not even wanting to play it, just like
Let's hear about it.
dumbest in general. He comes over to me, right? And I guess it's like a very brief interaction. I'm saying he comes over to me. He's like holding his phone out, like looking around. Stares right at the sign. Sees vouchers. Right? He sees on the sign vouchers. Yeah, he's reading it. Like I can like see him, like he's mouthing out the words. And I see him multiple times, like one voucher for player. Like I can see him mouthing out the word voucher as he's reading along. This man walks over to me. He's holding his phone up. He's like, "You take Apple Pay here?" Like he read over the sign a good 2 or 3 times. Then he proceeded to ask, "Do you take Apple Pay?"
I had something similar happen.
Tell him like, and I have to tell him like, no, you have to go like literally right there and get the tickets to play.
I had a guy come up to me. It was like him and like probably his girlfriend wanting to play Top Glow, and I was just collecting vouchers, right? Keep in mind, Glenn is actually like on the game, running the game. I'm just collecting vouchers, and this guy walks up to me. Yeah, shout out Glenn. And this guy walks up to me like with his phone out, and he goes, "So, do you only take card here, or can I use tap?" And he like shakes his phone at me. He's like, "Here, I got my phone." He's like, "So, do you guys like only take card here, or can I like use tap?" And I'm like, "I have no idea. You can buy vouchers over there though." And I like point at the cash register. And he's like, "Huh? Do they take tap?" I'm like, I don't know. Go over there and find out." And he's like, what do you mean?" I'm like, "You gotta buy vouchers to play the game, so you think I'm counting out here." It's like, okay. I'm like, "I don't know what kind of payments they take. Go over there and find out." He's like, "So do they take tap?" I'm like, "I don't fucking know, dude. Go find out." And he's like, okay. And he walks over there. He's like, "Do you take tap?" And they're like, "Do you got a card, right?" And they're like, "Yeah." He's like, "Yeah." He pulls out his card. He's like, "Yeah, just put the card in." Like, and I'm like, God, it's a fucking annoying person.
So like collective IQ of 8, like I was telling you.
Dude, look, I've dealt with a lot of actual like special needs children at Dollywood. Autism, Down syndrome, whatever.
They're understandable.
They understand the rules better than the average adult at Dollywood. Actual, genuinely retarded children with genuine mental defects understand the rules of the games better than the adults that come and play them.
Like, we're not even trying to say that as a derogatory term. We're saying like they are actually like the mentally disabled individuals. Let me say though, I don't care how bad of a day I'm having. I don't care if if I've just found out that some awful life-changing event has occurred, or if I am feeling god awful that day, hate the world. I don't care what's going on. I will always be kind to those intellectually challenged disabled. I feel like that's the best word to describe it.
Yeah. If you got Down syndrome, you're getting a prize on everything but Tusk Cross. I'm not giving you a Tusk Cross prize. Anything else you go play, pick whatever you want, guy.
I might scoot the bottles back for him, a few inches, but
yeah, I'll make it easier, but you gotta win that one.
Yeah. There's like that's probably like one of the best companies that for those sort of people to go to.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying like work at, but I'm saying like to visit. Like they will, like you'll see them like just walking, like they'll walk in empty-handed, walk out with like a thing from every single game. It's insane.
Man, I can't believe they let us do this. When I worked at a go-kart track, this only happened one time. I had a kid with Down syndrome come up, and like, I don't remember who was outside that I asked, like if it was like one of my team members or manager, whoever. But I was like, should we like let him drive? Like he's got Down syndrome, And they're like, yeah, whatever, it's cool. And I don't remember if he did good or bad, but I remember I let a kid with Down syndrome drive a go-kart with like 30 other people.
30 were on there?
Let's see, it was. Well, I think we only had 30 carts. We usually put out about 20 at a time.
Okay. The most go-kart tracks I go to have like maybe 10 or 12 on there at a time.
Yeah, so like I don't remember what the protocol was for when we put the other 10 out, but it was like if the depending on I think it was like just depending on how many people were like at the park, we'd either have 20 or 30 going, and 20 of them were single carts, and then there was 10 double carts, so we'd run 10 doubles, 10 singles, and then if we needed the other 10 singles, we'd start them up.
Okay. Well, bro, Bo was working at NASCAR for a while, and we went and visited him one time. I don't know if you were there, but me and Beanie went and visited him when he was working.
No, we went there the day after he left.
Oh. Yeah, I know there was one time, I think there was one time where me and Beanie went. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I remember him telling me
We
about
picked him
that.
up. Yeah. My Boat is like one of the coolest dudes ever.
Oh yeah, shout out Boat.
Bro, we've shared that boat like 5 times in every episode, and it will never be enough.
It'd never be enough, dude. Boat needs infinite shout outs. We need to put a graphic like way up here that just says shout out Boat.
We have like a counter going every episode, just like live count, like the boat counter. You know, we've had like
Yeah.
like it'd be like, episode like
Yeah. We need
like
we need
episode
different
1000,
counters, like all across
Yeah.
the top for every different place and person we shout out, and just every time we shout out, it'll just take over one for that person or place.
bro, that like the Tajikistan counter is gonna be episode 20.
Mhm.
Bro, shout out Tajikistan. Shout
Shout
out
out,
that
yeah.
anti-shout out that one dude who hung up on me. By the way,
Oh yeah.
well, that was awful. I mean, saved me probably like an extra $20 in international call fees, but
Yeah. Shout out Australian KFC girl.
okay,
we
listen,
miss
I'm
you
making
so
my-
much.
I'm making my once an episode plea. Okay, if anybody out there has watched that episode with the KFC girl and you happen to know who she is and she is above the age of 18, give me her number, give me her Instagram, give me her Snap, give me her Facebook at this point. I don't care. Just give me anything to get in contact.
I don't care if she got
That
MySpace.
angelic
Let me know.
voice. I don't care if I have to talk to her through like, WhatsApp or Kick or
I don't care if the only
You know-
account she has is on AOL chat rooms. I'll talk to her on there.
I don't care if I have to use like, pigeon mail. Just give me some sort of contact to talk
Yeah.
to her.
Dude, I'll
That-
put a
that
message
sweet
in a bottle
angelic
if I know
voice.
it's gonna get to her.
Again, over the age of 18. You
Yeah.
must be over 18. Now let me say, you know the Pizza Rio in Kitchen Forge?
No.
Okay, so have you seen the Brazilian steakhouse there at least?
Yeah, I've been there. It's decent.
It-
The one with the hookah lounge,
the
right?
one in it's the one in Pigeon Forge. It's the one called Braziros, I think. No, not Braziros. Is it Braziros?
Oh man, it's
Gaucho Urbano. It's called Gaucho Urbano. That's what it is.
it's by like
It's the one that's like right above the Parkway, kind of close to kind of when
trying
you're
to
going
think
into
what
Gatlinburg.
it's by like the Publix and the Popeyes, right? Like in that kind of area.
I think.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's in that area.
It's called Gaucho Urbano. It's trying to see here what it's close to. And I know I'm pretty sure it's in Pigeon Forge. It's kind of close. Yes, it's like right above Huck Finn's Catfish.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So it's owned by the same people that do that, but it's like instead of like bringing out different like cuts of meat or stuff like that, they'll bring out different types of pizza. They have like really good ones. This is not a sponsorship, by the way. It's just where me and my parents went for dinner tonight. Really, really good.
Mhm.
And bro, I'm telling you, there was just like this one woman. I'm assuming she's Brazilian to be working at a Brazilian style restaurant. I think I've got a thing for Brazilian girls now after seeing one of them tonight.
Damn.
I don't
really?
know her name, but bro, oh my god, bro, she is so gorgeous. If she's over 18,
Mhm.
she's over 18. She is gorgeous. If she's under 18, I did not say that. If she's under 18, I did not say that. If she's over 18, though.
Yeah.
So it's like, I was gonna say though, if 2024 taught me anything, it's that I like Asian girls too now, man. Shout out Asian girl,
Man,
bro.
I'm keeping it real now that this is officially not a Dollywood employee episode. There's this one time, it was probably like the middle of summer, it had to be like August or September maybe.
Mhm.
I was walking over to, what is it, Midway, where we get the drinks at, right?
Yeah.
I was walking over to Midway, and over on the Skyrider, I saw this lady, this fellow host, helping some kids off the ride. I just looked up at her. I went, "Man, you are too pretty to be running rides." I didn't say anything, and I haven't seen her since. And I regret that because, man, she was like a 10 out of 10. And she was a white tag. She was a white tag. I gotta get that out of the way.
There you go. Man, we had like a post show chat one day. I don't know if I'm ever gonna reveal this on air, but we had a pretty
about the one coworker
up there. Yeah, about a certain individual who we worked with. I've known for almost 2 years at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't say anti shout out to her, but it's in between a shout out and an anti shout out. That's what we go.
How would that be an anti? In what world did you anti shout out her? She don't deserve that. I don't think.
Doesn't even deserve the recognition anymore, man. Maybe one day we'll talk about that on air. Our workplace escapades makes it sound really bad. Workplace interests.
Yeah.
Like I like you told me about yours, and yours is a little bit less serious than mine, but
I don't think I told you all about mine.
Yeah,
I don't think I've told you.
You told me
Maybe I've told you maybe like 20% of mine. I kept a lot of the juicy details to myself.
Oh, show chat today, maybe?
Shit, if you're down. You know what? Now that she's not coming back next season, I'm totally down. Fuck her.
Oh, she's not coming back?
No, she says she's not.
Oh, well, I'm not talked to her in a while. I mean, like, I don't. If you don't want to reveal this like on air, you don't have to.
No, I'm picking my words carefully right now.
Okay. Okay, so we can save it for after show chat.
We'll save it for after, yeah. That's after show chat.
Well, we may share it with y'all someday. Listen, I need you to understand. Like, we had a full like in depth. Like, I went into my full like history of like every single woman I've ever like had feelings for. Just gave Tom like a history lesson of my life. That's we get.
Man,
get into
deep. I could probably go that deep. I could definitely go that deep.
We get in like heartfelt discussions on our post-show chat sometimes.
Yeah. Sometimes it gets a little sexual. I mean, there was that one time we were jerking off with each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We brought in we paid somebody from a certain website to come on and hype us up, talk to us about that.
Yeah.
Keep us going.
Dude, you know how some OnlyFans, women, I'm not gonna say stars because they're not stars.
Yeah.
But you know how some OnlyFans women, they'll have like pay this much, get a picture, pay this much, get a video, pay this much, get a FaceTime. I want to hit up like a really hot OnlyFans model, like a 0.001% OnlyFans model, and be like,
okay,
how much for 30 minutes on my podcast? How much for 30 minutes, fully clothed, nothing sexual, you come on here and talk about Tajikistan for 30 minutes?
Do they have any Tajiki OnlyFans models is my question.
I feel like if you even posted an ankle in Tajikistan, you'd get beheaded. They're probably very, very serious about not letting women post that kind of stuff there.
Wait, is there a red light district in Tajikistan? Now I'm curious.
Hold on. I'm gonna Google, is there prostitution in Tajikistan?
Tajikistan
We're gonna,
red light district. Oh, there. Oh, there is that whole like prostitution in Tajikistan is legal, but related activities such as soliciting, procuring, and brothel keeping are prohibited. Prostitution has increased within the country since the collapse of the Soviet Union. UNAIDS estimate there are 14,100 female sex workers in Tajikistan. Government official figures for 2015 were 1,777 prostitutes and 194 brothels. Prostitution occurs on the streets, in bars, restaurants, nightclubs, and saunas. And HIV prevalence is 3.5% among sex workers.
holy yeah, I'm reading into Tajikistani prostitution. It is illegal, and they can be fined anywhere from 500 to 2,000 simoni, which is their currency. I'm gonna look up how much that is.
Google says that it's legal. Google says it's legal in Tajikistan.
I just Googled it, and it says it's illegal.
Wikipedia says prostitution in Tajikistan is legal, but related activities such as soliciting, procuring, and brothel keeping are prohibited.
Okay, 2,000 Tajiki simoni is $183. That's not, I mean, it's not that bad. So
That's cheap for prostitution.
So I'm looking at Global Sex Work Network, and they're talking about Tajikistan, and it says organizing commercial sex in any place, indoors or outdoors, is criminalized. Brothel keeping and procuring sex are both illegal.
Wow.
So I think it has to be non-prostitutionalized, but also it says Germany has the most prostitutes in the world because it's legal there apparently.
Oh.
Not something I would expect out of Germany though. That's something.
I figured Germany would be more, strict about that. Germany's pretty strict about a lot of stuff, ain't they?
Sometimes Germany's weird. Sometimes they're like,
yeah.
I mean, they're like very, very stringent and like on point about a lot of stuff. There's some things where they just like don't care,
Bro, hey, they did produce one of the greatest metal bands of all time, though. Shout out Rammstein.
They also produced one of the greatest countries on Earth between 1933 and 1945.
Oh God, here we go.
And they almost fixed Poland.
I'm not going to comment on those issues like always.
Okay.
But again, I'm kind of keep it. I'm trying to keep it in check. I'm trying to be the straight man in this comedic duo.
Yeah, the good cop to my bad cop.
Yeah, comedic foil. I don't know if I'm pointing to you on your screen, but
you're not. You're pointing the opposite way. You're pointing towards the blinking light in your closet.
Okay, so comedic foil, right? I'm pointing to you now, right?
Yep, I'm pointing at you.
Comedic foil.
Wait, let's touch tips. Let's touch tips. I'm right at the top of your yellow line.
Okay, like this.
Yeah, go to the edge. Oh yeah, we're touching tips right now. Oh yeah.
Listen up. Like on mine, we're touching the outside edges. Like I was touching, my outside edge.
Yeah.
You're touching your outside edge. I guess whenever we play it back, it'll be from your point of view because I'm on the left on my screen. I don't know if you on the left on your screen.
Yeah, you're on the left on my screen, and your left shoulder's facing me.
Hold up. So I'm holding up my left hand.
That's on the right side of your screen, which is on the left border of mine. Like your hand is like your hand's here and I'm here.
Left border I'm on. Okay, so it's like
if I hold up my left hand, it's on the left side of my screen. If you hold up your left hand, it's on the right side of my screen. Okay,
so yeah, because you just held up your left hand on the right side of my screen.
Yeah, it's on the left for me.
Okay, that's on the right side of my screen. Okay. So yeah, we figured it out.
Yeah.
Man.
Wait. So that means our videos are non-mirrored for ourselves, but they're mirrored for each other. Which means Discord is mirroring our videos before it streams it to each other. And they could just not mirror it, and we could have correctly angled cameras.
Oh, it's like if I hold my phone case up, it's reversed.
Well, I can read it though.
Mirrored. It's mirrored on my screen.
What the fuck? Wait.
Yeah, so I see, like I'm holding up. That says Kentucky.
Yeah,
right?
I can read it though. Wait,
It's
so
mirrored.
it's not.
Mirrored.
Wait, so they're unmirroring it before they stream it. Why? Why are they doing anything to the video? Just stream it properly.
We need to get like a Discord, support team member on here sometime. Or somebody on the development team over at Discord, just like pound them with questions about this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like that could be a fun episode.
Have I gotten shirtless on the podcast yet to flex? I know I've gotten shirtless and flexed for you on camera. I don't know if it was on the podcast though.
I don't know if it was on recording or not.
I think it was.
It might have been. I thought it was part of the post-show chat.
It could have been. I'm down to do it on show though.
I mean, hey, if you're down,
I'm always down,
for
bro.
free?
I'm down. Yeah.
For free?
Yeah, let's get it going, bro. Y'all trying to see this?
Hold on. I can play some music.
Oh, dude, pour some sugar on me. Is that what you're gonna play?
Hold on. Let me play some music. Don't do it. Don't you yet. Don't do it yet.
Okay, hold on. I'll wait till you're ready. Pour some sugar on me.
Hold on. If you get this reference.
I can't hear it. You gotta hold it like directly into your mic. I still can't hear it.
Okay. Do not hear that at all.
Not even the tiniest bit.
I have this thing on full blast. Huh? You can hear me,
Yeah.
but you can hear the music.
Not a peep. Oh, I heard like 2 words.
You know what? I'll give you the cover. I'll give the cover of Pour Some Sugar on Me.
Okay.
Hey, you ready?
Yeah.
Hey. Love is like a bomb, I'm a baby, get it on. Love is like a lover with a radar phone. Lifting like a tramp, like a video vamp. Demolition woman, can I be your man? Your man. Hey. Hey. Razzling and dazzling, a flash a little light. Television lover, baby, go all night. Sometime, anytime, sugar me sweet. Little Miss Innocent, sugar me, yeah. Yeah. Come on. Take a bottle, get up, break the bubble, break it up, pour some sugar on me, ooh, in the name of love, pour some sugar on me, come on, fire me up, pour your sugar on me,
Thank you for the
can't
music.
get enough, hot, sticky, sweet, from my head to my feet. I just had to finish the course.
Yeah. I spent as
Did you
much
like my
time
cover
trying
of
to turn my
Pour Some Sugar on
shirt
Me?
back the right way in as I did flexing.
What's funny is you got it all the way on, like when I was like halfway done with the course. Like you didn't even get to flex during the course. So unfortunate.
Yeah.
So, Def Leppard hot take is pretty overrated. Like they made some good songs.
I didn't know that was Def
As a
Leppard.
whole, Def Leppard's pretty overrated. That's Def Leppard.
I gotta agree.
Same
They're
band
pretty
that made-
overrated.
Same band that made like rap now. Like, see, now I'm having a hard time thinking how the song goes. They made Photograph though. I know they
You
made
know,
Photograph.
you know who's severely
They made
underrated? The Offspring.
Love Bites. Bro, I love the Offspring so
I
much.
do too, man.
I love the Offspring.
Shout out New Zealand.
Listen,
No,
back
actually, anti-shout out New Zealand. I don't like New Zealand. Shout out the Offspring, even though they're from New Zealand.
they're from America.
I swear to God, they're from New Zealand.
If you, Now, Offspring are from America. They are from California.
There's no way.
The Offspring are an American rock band from Garden Grove, California, formed in 1984. Brian Dexter Holland, lead vocalist, American. Lead guitarist Kevin Noodles Wasserman, American. Bassist Todd Morse, American. Multi-instrumentalist Jonah Nimoy, doesn't say where he's from. He doesn't even have a profile. And drummer Brandon Pretzborn, all American.
Damn. Who am I
Past
thinking?
members Greg K, American.
I get it. I get it.
Lilja, American.
I get it. I'm wrong.
You know the first drummer of the Offspring is now a practicing gynecologist?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know who I was
Lilja.
thinking of that was from New Zealand then, but apparently it was not them. I could have sworn they were from New Zealand.
New Zealand band. If you look up New Zealand bands, nobody like famous shows up. 8 Foot Sativa. 8 Foot Sativa. Oops. Head Like a Hole. At Freddy's Drop. Catch a Fire. Crowded House. The Clean. The Chills.
Oh, dude, Zed? They're from New Zealand. It's like the only. Yeah, I looked up New Zealand rock bands and I straight up only know one.
How did you think Offspring were from New Zealand?
Dude, I don't know. That was one of those things that's just been imprinted in my head as a fact, and apparently it was wrong. Oh, wait. Oh,
Give it to me,
the
baby.
Enemy? Dude, the Enemy's from New Zealand? Hell yeah.
Give it to me, baby. And all the girlies saying I'm pretty fly for a white guy.
The kids aren't alright. Love is free.
Yeah, shout out Offspring. I'll add them
Yeah.
to the list of people we shouted out.
Did I send you my, like, Nostalgia 2000s girly pop playlist?
Yeah,
Have you
did,
listened to it?
A little bit. Natasha Bedingfield was on there, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a little bit of Katy Perry, I believe.
Yeah, I had California Girls on there. And I think, last Friday night. Last Friday night.
Now, I still remember, now, I will say,
and we took
remember-
too many shots. So,
did you ever listen to,
Friday.
did you ever listen to any Minecraft parodies growing up?
Man, that was like the best kind of music, man. Like all the ones Captain Sparkles was making. Dude, Sky Does Minecraft did that Coldplay remix.
I still, to this day, guarantee if you played Don't Mind at Night right now, I could probably sing like 70% of the lyrics, true to word.
Got my helmet on my head.
Yeah.
Figure
On
out
my
what
head,
that
figure out
zombie
what
said.
the zombie
Lava
said.
all over the room. Got a half heart left,
Got a
man.
half
I am doomed. I don't have any iron
Don't
bars.
have
My
any
picture's
iron
broken
bars.
to
My picture's
shards.
broken to
Scary
knows what should I do.
Go left
Look
or
where
right,
right,
I'll have to choose. Visions of
Visions
last
of
night
last
flash
night.
inside my
I'm
mind. I'm scared. Oh well.
Oh,
And I'm
well.
pretty
And
sure
I'm
there's a
pretty
big
sure there's a
creeper right
big
there.
creeper right there. Don't mind at night. I know you're looking at the cave and you're feeling kind of afraid. Gonna bet you'll be alright.
Don't mind at night. Nothing's gonna change. Just wait until the zombies gonna eat your brains. Don't mind at night.
There's nothing that is gonna change if you just okay.
Yeah.
Make up bed is too late. 3 wool and 3 wooden planks.
Don't mind at night. How many times I have to say, drop the pick and walk away. Hey,
Walk away.
whoa.
Hey, whoa. Don't mind at night. Don't mind. That's such a good, bro. Don't mind at night is like a top 10, no, top 5 Minecraft parody.
I think TNT is the best.
Oh, yeah, TNT got to be like number one. Like
I
that's
shoot
the one
my
that kind of like
arrows
started
in
it all.
the air
In
sometimes,
the air,
saying, "Ayo, Creeper
yeah,
K." Dude,
okay.
Minecraft was still in like beta 0.8 when that song came out. Like, we didn't even have the end in that song was the thing.
That's insane. And like I remember the like parodies, like the first like real Minecraft content that I ever consumed.
Dude,
You know,
I used to
then I
watch
started getting into
PewDiePie
like,
when he was a Minecraft YouTuber. That was like one of the first things he did.
yeah, man, like his first video was like Minecraft multiplayer fun, wasn't it?
Yeah. So, well, no, I think his very first videos were Black Ops 1, and then like a month later he went to Minecraft. Or
We can check
maybe his
that.
like very first videos Minecraft, but I know he didn't start making consistent Minecraft videos for a while. He used to make a lot of Black Ops 1 for a fair bit of his like beginning career.
PewDiePie videos oldest. Yeah, Minecraft multiplayer fun 14
Yeah,
years ago.
but he did do a lot of
And then
Black
he
Ops
made
1 at the time, right?
then he made Blacklight Tango Down, Call of Duty, then Minecraft, Amnesia,
Oh yeah,
Amnesia,
dude, Amnesia was when he like
Amnesia,
that was what made him blow up, right?
Amnesia. I mean, he was getting like looking back, like Amnesia videos still have about like 800,000 views.
Yeah, that's when I started watching him. Actually, was the
He,
Amnesia videos. The Stefan, the
he
golden
made
thing. That yeah.
he made 33 straight videos of just playing Amnesia.
Yeah.
No, 34. Bro, 13 years ago, he has his 2,500 sub special.
Crazy.
It's only got 8 million views. Bro, that's insane.
Dude, I started watching Jacksepticeye because he won the PewDiePie shout out.
Oh, did you see how he like came out and said he's autistic?
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
Or I mean, I always kind of like thought that he had an interesting personality, but like, I never figured he would be autistic.
Man, here. I don't even want to call this a conspiracy. Because it's not a conspiracy, it's just plain fucking facts, dog. Autism is a genetic disorder. You either have the gene for autism or you don't. If you go and get a test that does not involve a genetic spectrum testing, you're not getting an accurate result, alright? People are like, I sent my kid to an autism doctor. He watched my kid play with some toys and said he was autistic. My kid's autistic. No, he's fucking not. He likes to play with toys a certain way. That's the way he figured it out. Shut the fuck up. He's 5.
Doesn't every kid like to play with toys?
No, but they'll be like, well, he plays with them this way instead of that way. Your kids typically do it that way, but since he did it this way, he's definitely autistic. Like, that's like the average way they diagnose kids now. If you're not doing the genetic testing to see if they're actually genetically autistic, you don't fucking know.
You know, I think I may have traces of autism because whenever I was like growing up, you know, like 9, 10 years old, I loved like WWE action figures. And I would, you know, like we kept like hot boxes in the house, right? So what I do is like I'd cut that out, like I'd cut out little like cardboard pieces, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then I'd roll up like real thin like tin foil or aluminum foil, whatever you want to call it. And I'd like roll it up and like, you know, put it in like patterns on there, glue it on there, and I'd have like barbed wire, like, you know, wooden boards that the rest refused. I don't know why.
Dude, that's
It's
just
kind of like
sick.
something like
That's
somebody with
just
autism
awesome.
would do.
No, that's just someone
And then,
who
you know,
fucking
like,
loves wrestling.
do you know kendo sticks are?
Oh, yeah, like the fighting sticks.
So here's what I did. So I took like white athletic tape, like, like the thin white, like
Yeah, yeah,
not like
electric
thin,
tape.
like that, like kind of like it's like about that, about like that wide across. I took like like wrapping tape an athlete might use. I took that, and I took like toothpicks, and
Mm-hmm.
I took like 10 toothpicks. I think I took 5 like that, bundle them up, tape them at the end. Take 5 more, bundle them up, the other end. Put them together, tape the middle. So I had toothpick kendo sticks, and I made those for my wrestling figures.
That's pretty cool.
So I was getting creative with some of the weapons I was making.
Man, I was really into Beyblades, and the cool thing about Beyblades is that the way the pieces attached to them is like totally modular. So you can take like the spinning caps off, and you can take like the part that attaches like the part that spins onto the actual like blade Beyblade part of it. So I'd have like all the coolest Beyblades. I'd have the super heavy one that could like jump around and attack other ones, and ones that would just like stay in one place and just throw people out of the ring. And like I was super into like figuring out what the best like Beyblade part combination was for like each type of like attack you wanted to do. And, like for each stadium, like I was like the fucking king of Beyblades in my school. Yo, I got another shout out. Shout out cows. I fucking love cow juice. Alright, this is like the second quarter
I
gallon
love
bottle of milk I've drank today.
I love steak, bro. I love steak.
I like my cow in liquid and physical form.
Man, I think we had just had this discussion in the last episode. Like this discussion exactly.
Did we? I don't
Yeah.
think we did.
You saying moo juice reminds me of
Cow juice.
lap dance. Oh, oh, that reminds me of moo juice from the lap dance so much better song.
Oh yeah.
It's hard to polish the one-eyed gopher when you're holding a half gallon of moo juice.
Mhm.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Such a funny song. Shout out Bloodhound Gang.
Dude, shout
That
out
should be like a
Immortal
one.
Technique for writing Dance with the Devil that I made Landon read.
That was all off camera. Thank God.
No,
Thank
I don't
God
think
that
it
was all.
was. I don't think it was.
Oh, that's part of the post-show chat.
No, I'm like 99% sure that was in the episode.
I'm like 99% sure that was in the post-show chat. Then again, the
I
post-show
don't know,
chat was
man.
longer than the actual episode that day. The post-show
Yeah,
chat
oh
was longer
yeah,
than the
that
actual
could have been.
Yeah, it was post-show chat.
Yeah,
I love the Bloodhound Gang though. They are like lyrical geniuses when you think about it.
that's a way of putting it.
If you look at some of their other songs, like what's it called? Foxtrot Uniform Charlie Kilo.
Uniform Charlie. Yeah, okay.
Foxtrot Uniform Charlie Kilo. If you know the military code,
I did think about it for a
you
second, but I
will.
get it, yeah.
Uniform Charlie Kilo Foxtrot. I want you to just read some of the lyrics to Foxtrot Uniform Charlie Kilo. All right. I want to see your. That's not the link. I need the link.
I'll need just a few seconds.
Oh, is that a? Oh, what?
Oh, hold on.
A blowtorch? Okay.
Sorry, there's a little bit of dab left in there from earlier. Yeah, it's a blowtorch, so what? You don't use a blowtorch to do drugs?
I don't do drugs at all. I'm straight edge.
Pussy. No, honestly, I don't blame you. I mean, if I could go back to, what would it have been, 2017, and stop myself from ever doing drugs, I probably would. But then again, I really like myself, and I only got here because of them, so I wouldn't get, like, I don't think I'd undo it. I don't know. Hard to say.
It sounds like you're underwater. It sounds like your mic is starting to like scratch.
Yeah, that's what blowtorches do. See, they make a lot of noise, but it's hard to pick up with a microphone until you're passing other noise through it, and then it just acts like a filter.
So once the blowtorch turns off, you'll sound like normal.
Yeah, I'll sound normal.
Oh, okay. So I see in the lyrics of that. I want to say your live reaction to Foxtrot Uniform Charlie Kilo. Just like see if you pick up on what they're putting down.
All right. Well, why don't we continue on for about 30, 40 seconds till this is ready, and then I'll take my dab, and then we'll talk about whatever that song says.
Okay.
So shout out Chicken Burger.
Shout out Chicken Burger. Shout out to shout out to the KFC in Eastern Australia, one that shut down Thomas.
Yeah. Shout out to the one in Western Australia.
Yeah, the one in like I don't know if it was in Perth or if it was.
Yeah, it was in Perth.
Yeah, it was in Perth. Shout out to the one specific Perth KFC. You know.
Yeah, I call one in
I think that
Sydney. I think. And they didn't.
Somewhere in there. Yeah, I honestly feel like I should have like went in for the kill. Be like, so what's your number?
You should have, man.
You know, or you know, I could have been more suave with it. Like, you know, one more thing.
Cheers.
Can you deliver your number to the United States? I was asking her to deliver food to the United States. You know, not her specifically, but asking KFC to deliver food to the United States. And I should have hit her with a smooth move. Oh, there he goes. Now.
Yeah, that was a good dab.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I feel like that's kind of what you need right before going into reading some of these lyrics, just to make the reactions even better. Let your mind for a moment,
man.
I guess.
I was thinking about reading, and I went, man, I gotta look at words and understand them? That's gonna suck.
It was your idea to take a hit right before you start reading the lyrics to a song.
Vulcanize the whoopee stick and the ham wallet. Cattle prod the oyster ditch with the lap rocket. Batter dip the cranny axe in the gut locker. Retrofit the pudding hatch. Ooh la la with the boink swatter.
If I get you in the loop when I make a point to be straight with you, then in lieu of the innuendo, in the end, no, my intent though, I Brazilian wax poetic. So pathetically, I don't wanna beat around the bush. Foxtrot uniform. It's such a bro. It's such a good song. It's so funny.
In the in the bitch wrinkle. Power drill the yippee bog with the dude piston. Marinate the nether rod and the squish mitten. Man.
Cannonball the fiddle cove, ooh la la, with the pork steeple.
They
made a whole song called the Ballad of. They made a whole song called the Ballad of Chasey Lane.
Rockstar made a whole game called the Ballad of Gay Tony.
You know who Chasey Lane is?
No.
Chasey Lane was apparently like this famous adult film star, and then Bloodhound Gang wrote a whole song about her from the point of view of her one of her biggest fans. And I feel like this is pretty funny.
Did you know that Eminem said that Christina Aguilera gave him a venereal disease?
I've heard of Eminem and Christina Aguilera. I did not know that she gave him a disease though.
It's alleged, you know. Also, I think she owes him like $16 or something. No, I think it's Britney Spears owes Eminem $16 because I forget what song it's on. I think it's on the Slim Shady LP. Says these fucking brats can't sing in Britney's garbage. What's that bitch retarded? Give me back my $16.
Wow.
Yeah. Also, shout out InSync. I mean, I agree with Eminem. You know, the brats can't sing. Britney wasn't at her best on there. But you had Justin Timberlake and Britney Spears in a band together. Like, that went fucking hard.
And Justin Timberlake was like so good, and then he decided to become like like a commercial pop artist, like like
I
retail
I
pop.
so wish we could have had like
How can
prime like 16 to 18-year-old Britney Spears like music wise, and like I don't know how old he was, but 15 years ago Justin Timberlake when he was getting produced exclusively by Timbaland. Like if you could have had the three of them put a song together, dude, Britney, Timberlake, and Timbaland on one track, that would have like broke the world.
how can the same dude who made "Sexy Back" turn around and
I'm
then
bringing
produce? Because I
sexy
got
back.
that sunshine in my pocket,
I got
got
that
that good
dance
soul
all
in
on
my
my
feet,
feet. Got
and I'm
that, make you
stop
stop.
it, stop. Ooh, how can the same dude who made that pop garbage have made "I'm bringing sexy back"? Boom, dun, dun,
I
dun,
don't know,
dun, dun,
man.
dun, dun. Like that's so weird to me. Justin Timberlake went on like an elite run from like 2000, like solo run from like 2004 to like 2010, and then he sold his soul to Target, Walmart to make retail music.
So, I want to read some lyrics from Sexy Back just to remind people. Did I just lose my camera? Oh my
For like a
god.
oh no, yeah, now it's gone.
Damn it. Hold on. Wait,
What happened?
hold on. It just came back, I think.
No, I do not see.
Let me turn it back on. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what happened. I just heard. Don't. No, no, no. Did it happen again? No, we're good. Okay.
No, I see. I see.
I heard the Windows USB sound go off, and then my camera froze, and I was like, "Shit, I lost it." And then I heard it go off again after my camera came back. So that's why I was like, "Did I lose it?" No, we're good. I want to
Okay.
read some lyrics from "Sexy Back" just so people know what that song is about. Because I feel like
Okay.
most people remember the first line. I'm bringing sexy back. Yeah.
Yeah.
It gets worse though. I mean, like the opening lines. The mother boys don't know how to act. I think it's special
Yeah.
what's behind your back. So turn around
Yeah.
and I'll pick up the slack. Take 'em to the
Yeah.
bridge. All right, like that's
That's it.
fine. That's fine. All right.
Yeah.
Then you get to the next lines. Dirty babe, you see them shackles, baby, I'm your slave. I'll let you whip me if I misbehave. Like, you know, uh, for a song 15 years ago, that's a lot of detail.
Yeah.
Also, I want to draw attention. Partway through the chorus, Timbaland says, "Take him to the chorus," right? He
Yeah.
says, what is it? One, two, three, four, five. It's about 5 lines down. It says, uh, uh, look at those hips. You make me smile. Go ahead, child.
Oh God.
A little weird, man.
That's when it starts sounding like "Get Your Sexy On."
Yeah. What do you think of my Justin Timberlake impression?
I think you did very good. I didn't realize how long that song was, by the way, looking at it now.
Yeah. Do you think I
Wow.
could successfully perform Sexy Back on stage?
Bro, I think you could.
I want to
I
try it.
honestly think you could. Listen, last day of the season, January 5th, it's coming up
I'll be
Sunday.
there.
It's like, you will be there?
Yeah,
We have a stage right outside the country fair.
we do. Do you think while they're like in the middle of performing a song, should I run up to the stage and be like, "Yo, can I do Sexy Back?"
Like what you do is after they, finish their set, whatever, people are going to be clearing out or start clearing out. Before anybody gets a chance to leave, you're going to run up there and be like, all right, thank you to the opening band. I'm going to take it from here. And then you can go into a full set like 2000s hit.
Oh
And
my
you
god.
open up with
Do
Sticky
like
Back.
Ellie,
Open
Ellie Golding
back.
lights? When the lights start shining, turn to stone.
I have to throw in some, or like a Weezer song or something, just for the heck of it.
Oh yeah. Say it ain't
Like,
so. Oh, oh.
oh,
It's like my favorite Weezer
I was,
song. Or
I was just like, dude,
what's the like green sweater or whatever it's called? Or like,
if
yeah,
you want to destroy my sweater,
yeah.
or something like that. I don't know how it goes. Could also do, what's with these homies dissing my girl? Why do they got a front?
Like, hey,
What did we
soul sister.
ever?
Hey there, Mister, on the radio. Stereo. Man, the
Tell me,
2000s had the best music. Like, 2000s pop is undefeated as far as, like, just true vibes.
tell me, did you sail across the sun?
What, what if I say I'm not like the others? What if I
To the
say
Milky
I'm not just another one?
Way?
Your face, your pretender. Yeah, man, something about the vibes. No, you know what it was about the 2000s? Everyone
What
was
was it?
into like dancing was like the mainstream thing, you know, like they were making viral songs about dancing, viral videos about like dance challenges were coming out. Everyone was into just moving in funky ways. That was the last era where we had like true individualistic style that also came from like cultures of of like things people were into. And that was like the last era where everyone was happy. And it really
And
showed with the music. Like everything was all about the vibes. It was all about dancing, being yourself, having your style. There's something for everyone, but everyone had their own thing to fit into at the same time. And we don't got that anymore. That's why we don't got music like that anymore.
I feel like after LMFAO and like Gangnam Style kind of faded out, that's when music started like turn to crap.
Yeah, that
But like
was like the
like we
last
we
big push into dance music, and then everything just like went.
I'm gonna say probably one of the hottest takes ever, right? Everything Bruno Mars has put out after his first album has just been like, commercial slop.
I mean,
24 Karat Magic,
yeah,
commercial
no.
slop.
Hold on.
It's
It's pretty good.
a good song, but it's like you can tell it was made for like a specific audience.
Was the Lazy song on his first album? I feel like that was
Late, yeah, late. I'm pretty sure Lazy Song was his first album, but that would have been 2010, 2011, I want to say.
okay, because I remember the music video coming out like way later, and so I wasn't sure if that was a single or not. But where his albums
Yes.
at?
Well, the first album was called Doo Wops and Hooligans, right?
Yeah.
Listen at the track list for his first album was Grenade, Just the Way You Are, Our First Time, Runaway Baby, The Lazy Song, Marry You, Talking to the Moon, Liquor Store Blues, which I'm pretty sure
Oh,
had
okay.
Damian Marley in it,
I
Count
want
on
to
Me,
say.
and,
I want to
and the
say.
other side, which had B.O.B. and CeeLo Green.
Yeah. On 24K Magic, he had That's What I Like. Pretty good
Yeah,
song.
not a
Sex
not
by
a
the fire at night.
fire on night,
Dog, he said sex in a song. He said
strawberry
sex. He said the
champagne
word.
on
It's
night.
funny. It makes it a good
Nice.
song. He said sex. Yeah, that's what I like about it. Also, just 24K Magic, not that bad.
Now, Uptown Funk is one of the most overrated songs ever.
Dog. Unorthodox Jukebox. We had Treasure and Locked
Oh,
Out of
yeah, pretty
Heaven.
good. Yeah, I mean, both of those pretty solid. But like he's had like a few like diamonds, not diamonds rough. He's had a few like solid hits,
Hold
but mainly he's
on.
been
Let's not
making
forget,
commercial music.
An Evening with Silk Sonic. He did an entire album with Anderson .Paak.
See, I've not listened to a lot of Silk Sonic. I've heard
Just
like
listen to Anderson .Paak, dude. He's incredible.
I've heard some of their like famous stuff, but I've never like a deep dive into Silk Sonic.
Just listen to Anderson .Paak, honestly. He's incredible.
I probably should. Now, 2015 was like the last elite year for music.
Yeah.
Remember that's your cheerleader came out, and you're like, oh, I think that I found myself
Oh
a
my
cheerleader.
Dude,
Yeah,
was
bro.
it Owl City, dude? Why did Owl City get popular? He used like the same beat for every song.
You know, he had like a solo project. No, by the way, Owl City was also a solo project. I didn't know that until like last year. Owl City was like a solo project. It was like only him. But he had
Yeah.
like a project. He had like a whole like side project before he started Owl City, and he only made one album with it. It's called Sky Sailing. Bro, it's so underrated. I listened to that full album whenever I was doing like a deep dive on Owl City, and just he had like so many good songs on. It's called An Airplane Carried Me to Bed. Such a weird album title, but man, such a good album. Owl City was good, bro. Owl City was awesome. He made that song with Carly Rae Jepsen. Remember, like, it's always a good time. I just butchered that melody, but we don't even have to try. It's always a
Yes. Yeah.
good
Yeah.
time. Yeah,
I didn't
he
know that was
made
Owl
the
City. That's crazy.
yeah he made. Did you ever watch Wreck-It Ralph?
Yeah.
He made the outro song to Wreck-It Ralph, like the "Float up the sky and the stars glow for you. Look all around 'cause the world's so brand new. Look all around 'cause the future's ready to shine. It's just a matter of time before he made that song.
Dude,
You would
every time I
not
think of
believe
Owl
your
City,
eyes. A
I think of
million
that.
fireflies lit up the sky. You fell asleep.
See, that's
Owl City.
that's the only thing I know by Owl City, and everything else he makes sounds exactly like that.
He made yeah, he made like those three like really 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 like popular songs. Now, 2015 had Lean On, like all we need is someone, or I don't know if it's all we need or all I need, but all I need is someone to lean on. A fight song that kind of sucked.
Mm-hmm.
Watch Me Whip. By the way, Salento, I'm pretty sure killed his cousin. I don't know if you knew
Was
that, but
it?
pretty sure he murdered his cousin.
Oh yeah, there was Salento. Yeah, yeah, he murdered his cousin over like a drug deal or something.
Yeah. Love Me Like You Do by Ellie Goulding was 2015. 4 or 5 Seconds by Rihanna, Paul McCartney, and Kanye West 2015. That's one of the greatest songs, of my childhood.
Yeah.
Like, I think I've had enough. Might get a little drunk. There's all of my kindness. Bro, how did Paul McCartney end up on that song? That's all I want to know.
Probably Kanye, man.
Renegade?
I bet
Bro,
Kanye.
Renegade?
Hold on, I want to guess right now. I bet Kanye and Rihanna were in the studio making the song. They're like, what do you think is the most ridiculous guess we get on here? Who's the craziest person's phone number you got? And Kanye went, I got Paul McCartney.
Ooh.
Hey Paul, pull it to the studio. We making a track with Rihanna. And then like 30 minutes later, Paul shows up, drops his verse.
I don't even think Paul McCartney had a verse. I think he just played, like, guitar, and then he might have did, like, part of the chorus.
I bet that's how it went though.
Bro, Renegades by Ex Ambassadors, like, hey, 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 living life with renegades,
Mm-hmm.
renegades. Hello from that, bro, Adele?
Oh,
Adele was like a
fuck
hit
off.
machine from like 2010 to like 2016.
And not because she made good music either. Just because
Trap
she's a
Queen
woman
was
or
2015.
something.
Trap
Oh,
Queen was
dude.
2015.
Dude, Fetty Wap, bro. What
Bro,
happened to him?
I don't know.
Well, actually, I know
See
exactly
you
what happened to him.
again.
I don't know why he stopped making good music, but I do know that he and his probation officer got caught trafficking fentanyl from New York to New Jersey, and they got arrested for it, and he's in prison.
Bro, See You Again was 2015.
It's that old? Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess that makes sense. It
Bro,
came out before Forza Horizon 3.
Uma Thurman by Fall Out Boy. He wants to dance like
Oh
Uma
yeah, classic.
Thurman.
When did Moves Like Jagger come out? Like that had been right around then, right?
That probably would have been like
Maroon 5
2012,
had
I
to have
think.
dropped something around there, whether it was
Bro,
like Moves Like
what?
Jagger, Animals,
Yeah.
Payphone.
Here, I just found out that Like I'm Gonna Lose You by Megan Trainor. Like I'm Gonna Lose You by Megan Trainor. Like, I'm gonna love you like I'm gonna lose you. That's Megan Trainor. That's the same woman that made Lips Are Moving. Bro, Lips Are Moving. I love that song, low key. Like, looking back at it, it's, it was annoying then.
Yeah.
Not a bad song.
Yeah, I think Megan Trainor is better than people gave her credit for back then, but she's still not great.
Cool for the Summer was 2015. What do you mean with 2015? X's and O's. Bro, X's and O's.
in the
And my O's, they haunt me like
Yeah.
bro, ooh. Bro, did you know that they predicted Liam Payne's death in 2015 with the song Drag Me Down?
No. Tell me about that.
Bro, it's a joke because Liam Payne fell to his death,
Oh,
and they had a song called "Drag Me Down" in 2015.
makes sense.
I was trying to make like a one-liner, and you just kind of ruined it.
I thought you were gonna go into like a conspiracy theory, and I was like, no,
No,
is there like some lines detailing this? Tell me about it.
No, "Drag Me Down" is all it was.
Okay.
God, what else happened? What else came out that year? "The Less I Know, the Better" by Tame Impala, or Impala, however you want to say it. "Better Have My Money" by Rihanna was 2015.
Yeah. Dude, when did Imagine Dragons drop that what was that song?
Uptown Funk was 2015.
Radioactive.
That was 2014. Never mind. Thinking Out Loud was 2014. Why is it okay? I'm looking at the year-end singles for 100 for 2015. Half of these came out in 2014. Sugar by Maroon 5 was 2014, but it's still same era. Shut Up and Dance was 2014. Bro. Hey, Watch Me. That's Earned It was 2015, Cause girl, you earned it. You're always worth it. The
Dude,
Weekend.
Where Are You Now by Diplo dropped in 2015.
Bro, The Hills of 2015. Your man on the road, he doing promo. You say keep our business on the low. I'm just kind of, bro, that's such a good song. Cheerleader was 2015. Can't Feel My Face, 2015.
I Don't Fuck With You by Big Sean. Dude, I don't know about you. When that song dropped, it was bumping every day on the school bus.
Yeah. Man. Where are you now? Fight Song was 2015. I don't know if I mentioned that one earlier.
Yeah, you did.
Honey, I'm Good was 2014, but it's, late 2014.
Tennessee Whiskey by Chris Stapleton. I don't even like country,
Chris
but I know that one.
I love Chris Stapleton, bro. All About That Bass, 2014.
Oh, I fucking hate
Why
that
are you
song.
showing Why are you showing 2014 songs on 2015's list? Hotline Bling came out in 2015. Hey Mama, it was 2015. Bro. Stitches by Shawn Mendes was 2015.
Dude, Uptown Funk by Bruno Mars.
Bro, man, like so many. 4 or 5 Seconds, though, is got to be the weirdest collaboration ever. I love it, though. That was
Can't Feel My
10 years
Face
ago
by
this
The
month.
Weeknd. Take
Yeah,
Me
man.
to Church by Hosier. I love that song. That's man.
I love 4 or 5 Seconds so much. Like, I cannot put into words how much I love that song. 2016 had some alright stuff, I'm sure. But 2015 was like the last great year for music before
Dude,
everything became kind of like standardized.
Okay, look, I hate Drake. I'm a professional Drake hater. He
You
dropped
do.
Hotline Bling in 2015.
Yeah.
That's the only Drake
Well,
song I know the lyrics to.
that was like one of the biggest songs of the year.
Dude, Get Down For Real by Flo Rida.
I
Man.
I genuinely think 2015 was like the greatest year in music history. You can call me wrong. You can give me your years from the 80s or the 70s or the 90s. You know, but the greatest single year for music ever was 2015.
Wait, did Stitches drop his first song that year? I,
Shawn Mendes, you mean?
no. There's an artist called Stitches.
Oh.
Let me look. Uh,
Now
that might have been
2017
2014, which
2017 was
it
okay
was
because it had home.
2014. Damn.
Yeah, 2017 was okay because it had Humble, Feel It Still, uh, you know, Shape of You. Apparently, it's 2017.
Okay,
Harry Styles. Harry Styles is one good song before he kind of made his whole personality being gay.
so the Stitches song I was thinking about was "Brick in Your Face." That came out in April of 2014. However, in 2015, Stitches dropped what it is tied for his biggest song, and that is Molly Cyrus.
Okay.
Banger. Do you want to read some lyrics to Molly Cyrus?
I'll let you do it. I'll let you do it. You're the dramatic lyric reader here.
I got you.
I I want to go back and experience just like one day of radio in 2015. Man,
All right.
I would have been in fifth grade.
Here's
My
just
God, I was in fifth grade 10 years ago almost. God, I feel old.
so I'd have been in seventh.
Wow, wow,
Man. So
wow! I
so
feel old.
all right. Do you want to hear the some lyrics to Molly Cyrus by Stitches, my favorite Florida rapper, second favorite to Kodak, actually, second favorite Florida rapper.
Let's hear it.
All right. Here's how the song starts. I'ma put cocaine in your ass. Ha ha ha. I'ma put cocaine in your ass. I'ma put cocaine in your ass. I'ma put my dick in your ass. Put the molly in her ass. Put the molly in her ass. Fantastic lyrics so far. Then he goes,
Bro, that
I
is
just
pathetic.
popped a molly. Now I'm trying to fuck Miley Cyrus. I just popped a molly. Now I'm trying to fuck Miley Cyrus. I'm gonna put cocaine in your ass. I'm gonna put my dick in your ass. I'm gonna put cocaine in your ass. I'm gonna put my dick in your ass.
Okay.
That's just how he starts off the song. His first verse starts with "Fuck Billy Ray Cyrus, I'm your daddy now. I'm gonna put my dick up in your ass and it ain't coming out. If you don't like what I'm saying now, I don't give a fuck, 'cause it won't change the fact that my dick is in your butt."
That, bro, Shakespeare would be jealous, man. Shakespeare could never write that good.
Never. This is truly just genius level writing. It takes a mastermind to make something like this.
Bro, he had you spend like a solid like 8 years writing that song.
Yeah, I mean, he even says,
So,
my cocaine will make you numb, so I'm gonna put it in your ass with my thumb. It's time to get freaky, Miley Cyrus. We can have a baby and call him Stitches Cyrus.
wow,
What a name.
what a name.
And, he even brags about potential women he could have had. He says, I could have chose Nicki Minaj, I could have chose Iggy Azalea, I could have chose Jennifer Lopez, but I'm fucking Miley Cyrus. Now, as far as I know, Stitches and Miley Cyrus have never met in person. You can fact check me on that, but as far as my knowledge goes, never happened.
Your mic keeps cutting in and out.
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
Yeah, man, music was in fact better 10 years ago. And
You want to see the
what?
you want to see the probably worst song lyrics ever. Now this is a cover, by the way, of a British band, but I think Metallica did it best.
Okay. So give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire. Ooh.
This is not Fuel. This is So What. This is a cover. So they did like a cover album back in the '90s, and most of the covers like British heavy metal bands from like the '70s or '80s or whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe a few like traditional covers of other songs. This is probably the worst one, just like lyrics wise, because it keeps going about like just like um things he's done. So whenever you want to share these lyrics, Tommy, because I feel like again,
I didn't know you sent them to me.
yeah,
Alright, let's check it.
like off rip, it's not too inconspicuous, but
Alright. So fucking what? Well, I've been to Hastings and I've been to Brighton. I've been to Eastbourne too. So what, so what? And I've been here, I've been there, I've been every fucking where. So what, so what, so what, you boring little cunt? Well, who cares? Who cares what you do? Yeah, who cares? Who cares about you? You. Well, I've fucked the Queen, I've fucked Bach, I've... oh. Oh man, I've even performed fellatio on an old man's attachment. So what? So what? And I fucked a sheep, I fucked a goat, I rammed my cock right down his throat. So what? So what? So what? So what? You boring little fuck.
yeah. So anytime I go back and listen to Garage Inc. by Metallica, the cover album, this is usually a song I skip.
Hold on. I wanna read one line here. It says, I've had skank, I've had speed, I've jacked up until I bleed. If you haven't jacked off till you've bled, you haven't jacked off enough.
I love the I've had crabs, I've had lice, I've had the clap, and that ain't nice.
Yeah, the clap, that's not nice. You ever jacked you till you bled, though?
I have not.
You gotta start
I drunk
jacking it
that.
more.
I drunk. I love it. And I drunk that. I drunk this. I spewed up on a pint of piss. Really, like the band who originally performed this was English, by the way. They were British. That makes so much sense
Mm-hmm.
for a Brit to sing. Shout out Anti Nowhere League, the band who originally made that. And for some reason, Metallica decided to cover it.
Dude, shout out Lit for making My Own Worst Enemy. That was my favorite song of Rock Band.
I never played Rock Band, and I wish I did, but that was like just a couple years after my era, after my
I
childhood.
had every single Rock Band, every single Guitar Hero. I had all the equipment. That was my jam.
Like my parents had it whenever I was, I guess whenever they were dating, they had like PS2 or something, and they kept the drums and they kept the microphone, and like they had the drum set in like our spare bedroom in our old house,
Mm-hmm.
and like I would just go in there, I'd just be like beating on these Rock Band drums. I had no idea what I was doing. They weren't even turned on or plugged in. They were just like the Rock Band drums. I would just like be beating on them and stuff. That's like a core memory from my childhood. And then for some reason, like the Rock Band microphone, they kept that. And I would like little like 4 or 5-year-old me would be trying to sing the Drake and Josh theme song on the Rock Band microphone. I don't even know how I knew the lyrics to the Drake and Josh theme song. Yeah, that's shout out Drake and Josh. Okay, no. Shout out to the one that was not trafficking minors.
Josh Peck.
Josh Peck. Double shout out Josh Peck. Uh, and 5 negative shout outs to Drake Bell.
Maybe 6.
Well, no, because if it's an even number, they'll cancel each other out.
What?
Remember, did you ever learn about that math? Like, if you multiply a negative by a negative, it gives you a positive.
Yeah.
2 negatives. So if you have 6, that's a negative times a negative, times a negative times a negative times negative times negative. That's a positive. There's got to be an odd number of negatives.
Maybe 7.
Okay, maybe 7. Yeah, there we go.
I mean 9 if we're pushing it. I think
Yeah,
he likes
Matt.
9-year-olds, so it's fitting.
Basic math teaches you negative times a negative equals positive, so it's got to be an odd number.
Yeah.
Shout out Chris Hansen, by the way. I love Chris Hansen.
Man, I can't.
To Catch a Predator is one of the ballsiest ideas for a show ever, but it was so cool, so fun.
I can't even say the line that I'm thinking about publicly, or I'll probably get sued by Gucci Mane. But one of the artists signed to his label sent me an unreleased track, and on that track, there's a line about that mentions Chris Hansen.
Oh.
And I wish I could say that line because it's so clever, but I don't want to get sued by Gucci Mane for breaking NDA.
So post. That's another thing to add to the post show. Then
No, I can't legally ever spill that. I can't legally ever spill that anywhere because,
okay. I gotcha.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
And that's. Listen,
it totally, unfortunately, can't be a post-show thing. I wish I could show you the song, but
I got you. I got you.
Yeah.
Man. So, I know I've mentioned this a few times, but those predator catcher videos, it all started with the EDP one, bro.
It did. It really did.
He really did. And
he spawned an industry.
You and me need to do a predator catchers video.
We do. Man.
Ooh.
Dude, that's got to be an unqualified vlog, catching a predator.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to set it up for months. We have to get a decoy or something. But
who do you think our decoy should be? Beanie? Imagine we get Beanie into the meat section of Walmart, and we're like, he's here to meet a 9-year-old boy.
No, the decoy is the one who pretends to be the miner to bait the predator in. Yeah.
I don't know anyone that looks like a miner.
Yeah, that's the problem. So they'll usually have a decoy, a fake 14 or 15-year-old girl to lure the predator in, but they're actually they're of age though.
Yeah.
They're just they're supposed to make themselves look younger, so these these pedophiles on the internet start talking to and chatting with them and all that. Then they ask them to meet up in person.
I know exactly.
And
what
then
we can do.
Yeah, and then they'll have a conversation for a bit, and there's out of nowhere, the Chris Hansen or the Gideon or whoever's running the operation up pop through the door and be like, "Why don't you have a seat? Let's talk."
I know exactly what we can do.
Okay.
There's this subreddit. It's called Faux Bait. Basically, there used to be this subreddit called Jailbait. It got taken down, and then Faux Bait replaced it. It's basically porn actresses that are of age, but look like they're significantly underaged. We just have to, for each...
The fact
Sorry.
The fact that there's a market for that is a little concerning.
Yeah. So what we gotta do, we'll go on there, compile a list of actresses, right? And then we'll find some semi-normal pictures of them, and then we'll use that to scam these pedophiles, and we'll use the normal pictures of them to initiate a conversation if they ask what we look like, whatever. And then if they ask for nudes, they're already porn stars. We just gotta take screenshots from their videos or pictures they posted or whatever, and then we can like get legit money out of these guys. Like imagine being like,
the only problem
like imagine
comes
being
they
like, give me like,
recognize.
no, but imagine being like, give me like $100, I'll send you whatever you want, and then you send them like a video of them like masturbating or something, and it's a legal of age actress in a public video.
Okay.
You're not sharing anything that's not easily accessible on the internet, and you're getting paid like $100 for it, and all you're saying is I'm totally not 18, dog.
I would totally prefer to do like an actual like predator catch, like, set up our own to catch a predator or something.
See, that's the thing. That's how we gotta start it off. We gotta get the conversation like deeply sexual. We gotta get like some videos of this dude like beating his shit. Maybe like we gotta convince him to like put some stuff up his butt. Like get him to do some kinky shit, and then we got that all documented. And then maybe we figure out what kind of job this guy has. We start sending that stuff to his boss, right? And then we set up like a meet, like somewhere, and we meet up, and then like those those Hulk gloves. We gotta get a pair of those. We'll give that guy a pair. I'll get a pair, and we'll start boxing.
Say like, listen, if you beat me, we'll just expose you on the internet. If I beat you, we're calling the cops.
No, yeah, we gotta be like, all right, if somehow you win and you beat me up, and by the way, you can only win by knockout. If somehow you knock me out, I'm only gonna put this video on the internet and ruin your life.
No.
If I beat you up, which is the most likely option, because there's some steel weights inside these Hulk gloves, not yours. I'm gonna call your boss. I'm calling the cops. I'm calling your wife. I'm calling your dog. I'm calling your grandma. I'm calling your aunt. I'm calling your uncle. I'm calling your nieces and nephews. I'm calling anyone that you've spoken to in the last 13 days. You're fucked, dog.
And then I'm gonna post it on the internet.
Yeah, and then I'm still posting it online.
Yeah, that's. I believe that would genuinely be one of the most fun things we could do. Like, set up like a whole like fake predator operation, catch like a bunch of these like pedophiles around the area, send them to jail.
And like especially with the way we are at work, and we're like professionals at just like riffing on people, just off the cuff. It'd be so funny to have someone that we're supposed to just be just getting into, just making them feel like shit, just saying the worst of worst stuff to them, making them box with Hulk gloves on. Yeah. I feel like we'd be so good at just coming up with random shit on the spot, just roasting them based on their appearance, talking about their clothes, whatever kind of stains they got on them, talking about their nationality. Dude, what if we get an Indian dude and we're like, you fucking piece of shit, dog. We're Pakistan supremacists here, dog. We worship Pakistan over here, dog. You're Indian Hindu bullshit. Those fucking red dots. I should take that dot off your forehead, you dumbass, bro. Pakistan for the win.
We have to pull out like the old Uncle Roker's like, well.
Oh my god, we lure a fat black guy and we bait him over to where the child is with like fried chicken and watermelon and grape Kool-Aid, and then we beat him up.
Oh.
Or like we get him to like agree to go to one aisle and we're in the one over, and we get like a fishing rod with a piece of chicken and we throw it over, and then we make him chase it down the aisle and then come around and go, well.
Yes. Yes. Man, that is. I feel like we can make like a whole video series out of that. Like, once every few months, like an unqualified predator catchers.
Man, that'd be so good. I just start remembering to like just that actually that reminds me of something I was thinking about earlier. Now that we're gonna be off work for a little while, I'm gonna go hard on the shorts. I'm gonna be like trimming through all
Ooh.
these podcasts, making like a dozen shorts for each podcast, just posting them up. Those are gonna get some views. I bet you. Those shorts are gonna get views. Those views are gonna translate to video views. This shit's gonna blow up as soon as the shorts are coming out. And like that stuff we were just talking about there with the predator catching, that's gonna be a short. That's gonna blow up.
Man, I hope so. I hope so. Now, shorts usually do a lot better on YouTube for some reason. Probably, because they're trying to like turn everything into TikTok. It seems
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, they're really pushing like everything right now.
Because now you can make shorts up to 3 minutes, so we can probably put that entire like conversation in 1 or 2 shorts now.
For sure, yeah.
I think we need to like actually do that at some point, in the next couple years. Like actually set up full scale predator catching.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a lot in Knoxville. Knoxville's a pretty big city. There's bound to be, a few
It has to be.
stupid predators out there.
I mean, there's got to be some in Pigeon Forge. I don't think we gotta go that far.
Oh, we could stuff some tourists even. I don't know.
Oh my god. Imagine.
We might be geniuses. We
Yeah.
can like.
We could get some people
I mean-
banned from Tennessee.
I mean, like, not only would it be like hilarious content when we're like actually ragging on these, these kitty diddlers, but we'll be getting these people off the streets.
Yeah, that's pretty smart, man.
We'll be heroes.
Yeah.
You hear about that one time on the To Catch a Predator where like before the cops could catch the dude, he killed himself. They had to like end the show because he was like pretty sure he was like related to like one of the district attorneys
Yeah.
for the state that they were going to catch in. Yeah, and that's kind of like the reason the whole original series ended. That's what I've heard.
Yeah, I miss live PD so much.
Bro, Live PD and Cops were like so good.
Yeah.
Bro, that Cops intro, like, "Bad boys, what you gonna do?
That was
I just
classic.
Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?"
I miss live PD because there was daily uploads of just crazy traffic stops. You know, like I feel like Cops was a little like overdone kind of TV show ish. Whereas live PD was genuinely just raw moments from cops out in the field having like what the fuck scenarios.
Man, it was like, if I remember correctly, it's like not very delayed either. So you're getting like really, really like up to date information.
Yeah, it was
like,
stuff that happened in like the last day or two.
I mean, it's called live PD. It was actually live. It was just like a tape delay. Like they could cut away
Yeah,
if
some of
anything.
it was live, but it was stuff that someone's going through like a plethora of police videos from every day and is like just picking the best ones to put up there.
Shout out George Floyd. George Floyd dying caused us to lose live PD. Also,
What?
George Floyd overdosed. If you look
No,
at
he
it, like,
didn't.
if you look at his, he overdosed.
No. Okay.
Bro, he had so much fentanyl in his system when he died.
Look. Everyone be saying that, alright? I'm gonna disagree. Here's why. He had 3 autopsies, okay? 3. One was paid for by the Minneapolis Police Department. That one said he overdosed. The other 2 that were not paid for by the police department said he was choked to death.
I believe he overdosed. Bro, nobody's going to survive naturally with that amount of fentanyl in their system.
Except experienced fentanyl users. See, there's this thing called a tolerance. The more you use something, the less it affects you, and the more you gotta take. See, there is an amount of fentanyl that would kill you and me both that someone like George Floyd could take and be like, shit, man, I need more, I barely feel that. It all depends on tolerance. Like, that dude could have 100% survived that if he had full blood flow through his neck.
I figured you would have been in the conspiracy camp of him being, on drugs, overdosing.
Okay, dog, first of all, like they don't ever do that shit to someone that's like barely or not resisting. Like that's something you do for someone you just chase through a field. All right.
Yep.
They should have just had him in cuffs up against the car or in the back seat of the car, and then his neck would have never had any sort of pressure on. He wouldn't have had any loss of blood flow. He wouldn't have lost oxygen and eventually consciousness and died. I mean, look,
I don't get why these.
look,
I don't get why these people treat him like a hero. Is my big thing.
I think had there been zero fentanyl in his system, I don't think that would have killed him. But I also don't think he overdosed because of the fentanyl. I think it was a combination of he had, like a respiratory depressant in his system, and his blood flow was being severely choked off by that cop. And both of those things combined led to him dying. And if either of those things hadn't happened, he wouldn't have died.
Can you imagine if the clerk never saw that it was a counterfeit $20 bill? Just how much everything would be different
It
right
wasn't
now.
a counterfeit.
It was a counterfeit, wasn't it?
No.
I could have swore it was a counterfeit.
She said it was. It
bill.
wasn't. She didn't even test it. She didn't look at it through the light. She didn't test it with the pen. She just said it was fake and called the cops immediately.
Wow.
They tested it while he was on the ground and found out that it was real.
Oh.
Like that.
Okay.
Like Derek Chauvin was kneeling on that guy's neck after they found out it was a legit bill.
Hey. I had no clue.
Yeah.
The fact that you, of all people, are correcting me on my conspiracy theory is insane.
I mean, he died for nothing. Like, they straight up just killed that dude.
Professionals have standards, I guess.
Alright, look.
Professionals have standards.
Not to be racist or nothing. That's how you know it's about to get bad.
Oh no.
If you want to kill black people, just leave them be. They kill themselves. It's called gang violence. You don't gotta Derek Chauvin them. You don't gotta George Floyd them or Rodney King them. Let them kill each other.
Okay.
They're gonna do it.
All right. For legal reasons, that was a joke. They kill each other in Minecraft.
Look at Atlanta, dog. Look at Chicago. Look at St. Louis. Look at Baltimore. Look at Detroit. Look at LA. Look at Dallas. Look at Houston. Look at Austin. Look at Kansas
Gary,
City.
Indiana.
Look at Gary, Indiana.
Gary, Indiana.
Look at Indianapolis. Look at Columbus. Look
Flint,
at
Michigan.
yeah, fucking Flint,
Compton.
Michigan. Compton, New York,
Compton.
New Jersey.
Los Angeles.
I already said that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oakland.
Yeah, black people kill each other for fun. It's a sport. They like it. You know, white people play airsoft. Black people play. There's my op over there.
It's like, oh, man, that no truer word has been spoken by you
Yeah,
than what you just said just now.
exactly. Gang violence, it's a problem that solves itself. You just gotta let the black people shoot each other.
Well, if I ever found out the world was ending and I had hours left to live, I'd want to pull like Peter Griffin. I'd
Go to
go
the
to
hood
the
and
inner
say the
city and
N-word.
say, go to the inner city and say the N-word.
And
They
become the
respected
king
me
of the
for saying
blacks.
They respected me for saying it.
Hold on, I have a cool prop to show you.
Ooh.
I gotta reach over and find
Is there
it.
a GT flag?
No.
Oh.
Someone's gonna screenshot that. That's gonna become a meme later.
Okay, again, for legal reasons, YouTube, that was an airsoft.
That one
For
actually
legal
is.
reason. Okay, for legal reasons, that was an airsoft. We have to state that.
This one though.
For legal reasons, that is a replica, YouTube. For legal reasons, that is a Nerf gun.
Is it? Is it? Look at that. Look at that internal mechanism there. Does that scream airsoft to you?
Holy. totally YouTube, right?
Yeah,
I was I was just waiting for you to accidentally like pull the trigger.
I did.
We'd have like the best.
It's not. It's not loaded.
Oh,
If
man,
there was a
I
shell
was
in
gonna
it,
say
you
that-
would have been evaporated.
I was about to. It's the greatest
Yeah,
clip
look,
of all
look.
time.
Nothing.
That could have been the greatest clip of all time.
That's how we'll end the podcast. Like on our last episode, I'll put the camera up and I'll just be like, "Well, guys, I'll see you later," and then that's it.
Man.
Oh.
I don't know if I've got into the.
No, you know what we'll do? I'll be sitting here with my gun, I'll cock it, and you'll go, "Remember, use your signal, tip your waiter," and this is what Kurt Cobain saw in his last moments.
I was about to say, that reminded me. I felt like a whole bunch of evidence. I mentioned this in the past. One of the very few conspiracy theories I truly believe in. Courtney Love killed Kurt Cobain, and I found I was doing some perusing on Reddit, right? The very once a month when I get on there, and where's it at? Where's it saved? I don't do this enough to figure that out. Okay, I found a comment like about this, and I agree with every word of this. Right? I just want to reiterate: Courtney Love, killed Kurt Cobain. Okay, so let's listen to this. Okay, shout out to Fully Focused on Not on Reddit. I don't know who that is, but shout out to them. A few things that raise suspicion that some kind of foul play was at hand. Okay, using things that have been confirmed by police reports, records, stuff like that. Kurt Cobain did a huge, allegedly very lethal amount of heroin, then shot himself, which is not only rare, but the two in combination are pretty hard to do. His heroin paraphernalia was neatly packed away in its box after he ejected himself with an absolutely massive dose of heroin. His sleeves were apparently rolled down. The gun casing was on the wrong side. Someone had slashed the tires on his car. The suicide note reads much depth further part of what looked like different handwriting. The lawyer and the family friend, Rosemary Carroll, confirmed on tape that Courtney Love had a bag of handwriting with practice sheets in it. Courtney Love killed the police to report and say that he was missing, but gave Kurt Cobain's mom's name, not her own. The policeman later, the policeman who said she named in the report was friends with, was later killed in the one and only fatal police shootings in Seattle at that time. Kurt is confirmed to have spoken to Callie, the nanny and ex-boyfriend of Courtney Love, who was living in the house at the time, and his girlfriend. Yet this was never mentioned by Courtney Love, who exchanged several phone calls with Callie. Callie's girlfriend, Jessica Hopper, left in a hurry and vomited in the driveway on her way out. Callie left a really suspicious note on the stairs at this time. Callie was immediately sent to LA to go to rehab on Courtney Love's money. Kurt Cobain's friend, Dylan Carson, who brought the gun, also received a lot of money from Courtney Love. Courtney Love knew the coroner who did his autopsy. He also fled the country and died in some weird accident, and it may have been a coincidence, or Courtney Love may have also killed him. Anyway, Kurt was already planning to quit Nevada, potentially losing millions of dollars in the process, which, by the way, Courtney Love was just siphoning money out of Kurt Cobain anyway. He contacted their lawyer about getting a divorce about 2 weeks before he died. Courtney Love stood to lose millions if they divorced, part of the prenuptial agreement. With his death, she inherited half of the estate and was set for life. Courtney Love lied about Rome. She described a suicide note, but also said it was about getting a divorce. After leaving rehab, Kurt Cobain actually tried to contact Courtney Love and also tried to speak to other people. He was not, in any real sense, missing. Punk rocker El Deuce claimed that Courtney Love offered him $50,000 to kill Kurt Cobain. He was one crazy dude, but his story was corroborated by the owner of the rock shop where it alleged to have happened, and El Deuce also passed a lie detector test. El Deuce let slip the name Alan to a BBC documentary maker. Then, not long after, in a local interview, he said the name Alan Wrench, one of his good friends. I believe the next day, El Deuce was dead. Got killed by a train after he fell asleep on the track. Ooh, the last person to see him alive, Alan. Alan then got a Lexus, a new recording studio, and toured Europe with his band. Kristen Pfaff, who was rumored to be in love with Kurt Cobain and had been threatened by Courtney Love in the past, soon quit Courtney Love's band Hole, where she had been bassist. She returned home to get clean and rejoined with her old band. She then died of a heroin overdose. Ooh, how convenient. How coincidental. Her diary was found with the pages from the week that Kurt Cobain died ripped out. You hear that part? All the pages from the week he died were gone from the journal. Courtney Love recently settled a very similar case with her daughter's ex-husband. All that adds up. Courtney Love killed Kurt Cobain.
Yeah, I fully believe she did.
I was just like getting into all the specifics at every single detail in that comment list. Sorry if I was rambling on for a while, but
No, that was good.
that's a shout out to whoever that Redditor was that I mentioned about 5 minutes ago.
Dude, alright, I don't know what I broke on this thing, but it barely ever wants to cock back, and it doesn't fire anymore. Like you can see it like getting locked up right there, and then occasionally it'll slide back. There we go. But then it doesn't fire. Like either way I flip the safety, like the trigger doesn't get safetied and it doesn't shoot anything. I don't know what the problem is. I'm just gonna buy more real guns, honestly. I need more pistols. I'm gonna say 3.5. Because I legitimately have 3. And then I have a Derringer, which is like a 2-shot, like over under, like, I don't know what exactly you use it for. Typically in movies they show it as something you'd like keep in your boot, and if you're like playing poker you could like pick it up and like shoot someone under the table. But like, it has no practicality in real life. It's like alright, if you look at this here, it's like this big. The entire gun's like that big. And it holds 238 specials, and it's accurate up to about 5 feet.
Like basically only at point blank range.
Yeah. So I don't really count that as a pistol, because like, what the fuck do you do with that, you know? So really I only got 3. And 2 of them are 22s, and one's a 9mm. And I'd like to get something in either 40, like this is a replica of a Smith & Wesson 40, or a 45. But I don't know what I'd get, honestly. I kind of want to get just like a Glock, because they're cheap. I mean, like, you can get a Glock 40 or 43 for $400 or $500 around here. Which, I mean, it's a little more than I'd like to pay. I feel like a Glock is like a $300 gun no matter what. But, you know, it'd be decent. It's just like a nice little 40 cal.
You know the Smith & Wesson headquarters is in Marable?
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
You should like.
I believe it's Our Guns is in Carpentersville, Illinois. I used to drive by them on my way to work.
I have no clue how Smith & Wesson like ended up being founded in Merrill. That's still kind of awesome. Like one of the biggest manufacturers of firearms is like the next county over for me.
Dude, they make some really nice knives too. I have a couple Smith & Wesson knives. They're high quality.
I mean, I don't know a lot about guns or anything like that, but I just know Smith & Wesson's like a pretty big brand.
You should come over and we'll shoot some shit.
I've not like shot a gun in a long time. Now, me and my dad used to go out in like this field, like about a mile and a half out from our house, up in our neighborhood, and like we'd shoot like glasses and not jugs, like glass bottles, glass jars, stuff like that. I shot a tree down one time, which was pretty fun.
I've done that, yeah.
Yeah, that's. I'm trying to think what else, like just like just whatever we could.
I blew
get
a
out
tree
in
up
field.
with tannerite once.
How did you do that?
half pound at a time.
Hey. Okay.
So there's this like really rotted tree that was just off in the woods, and
Yeah.
I had as a birthday present to myself bought myself a 2 pounds of tannerite. It was 4 half-pound packets, and
Mhm.
I just put them in this like rotted cavity of the tree, and I shot two with a 350 Legend and the other two with the 308. Um, well, technically it was 762 by 51, but same thing as the 308 pretty much. Um, the gun's actually 308. I was just shooting 762s out of it. Just need to make that
Huh.
specification. Um, and every time I'd shoot the tannerite, a big, cloud of like rotted wood pulp would like
Mm.
explode out of it, and it just
Mhm.
created this massive cavern to where it was like just bark holding it down, and so I just like started like bashing it with the gun, and it eventually just like broke apart and fell over.
Was it like a big tree or what,
It
or was it
was,
just
mm, uh, I
average?
I'm trying to think of like how big around it was. Maybe 3 feet around. It was like it
Okay.
was about as big around as like a 50-gallon drum.
Okay. Average tree's probably about like 6 or 8 foot around, ain't it?
Yeah.
So it's about okay. So it's about like the size you might find like a yard or something.
Yeah, I mean it was a fairly big tree.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean rotted wood, like it just evaporates when you explode it.
Yeah. I think the one that my dad ended up shooting down was like on accident. Like it might have like ricocheted off something and then went into the tree. It just like plowed right through and it basically like was like kind of on a hinge. Basically, that makes sense. We just kind of
Yeah.
like tore it down.
The one I shot down, it was I mean maybe like 8 inches around. It was a really small tree, but it was directly
Okay.
behind where I shoot at my targets. And I had over
Mhm.
the course of a week spent like sent like 2,000 rounds downrange. And so eventually
Mhm.
that tree had just gotten so shot up that I saw the last bullet hit it and it just went it just fell over and I was like, oh hell yeah, I just did that.
Dang. That's that could be like a good. I don't know how YouTube feels about guns and stuff on their platform.
Ironic
that's gonna get
how
the video removed.
yeah. Ironic, like I don't know how YouTube feels about guns and I'm about to shoot myself in the mouth.
Yeah,
I mean you
I
weren't looking
think that
either
could be.
earlier, but I did this while you were talking about something.
No, I saw it.
Yeah. Oh, fun fact about pistols. If you like put a gun to your head like this and you pull the trigger, it probably won't shoot because at the very front of the pistol, I forget exactly how these things work, but if the top of the slide here isn't aligned with the bottom of your body here, it won't fire. Like it holds the pin back just far enough that it won't fire. So if it's like that, right, even that far back,
Hmm.
like that little bit of a difference, then it won't
Hmm.
shoot. So when you like press it against your head, you're actually moving it just far back enough that it won't shoot. So if you're gonna shoot yourself in the head, you have to hold it out here. But then, like when it's not pressed against your head, you don't have that like internal feeling of accuracy. So you get like nervous about like doing it, so you generally don't want to shoot yourself in the head. It's also why you can't like push it against yourself and like shoot
Hmm.
yourself in the heart like Lil Wayne did, because like you're pushing it like that, so you gotta like aim from like distance. Like that kind of sucks. Shooting yourself with a gun isn't that much fun. Sorry, shooting yourself with a handgun isn't that much fun. Now this is an airsoft, which is why I don't have any problems pointing it at myself. I'm not gonna point this one at myself. However, if you were gonna use something like this, as long as it's pointed at your head, it's probably gonna delete it. Just make sure it's pointed far back enough that it actually hits your brain, because your face is here and your brain is like back here. So if you
Oh,
don't aim
okay.
in the right spot, you're just gonna blow your face off.
Why are
And
you Why are you giving suicide advice
I don't
on
know.
a podcast?
Anyways, yeah, if you blow your face off though, it's gonna suck because you're probably not
We
gonna.
are not.
I'm not
We're not
advising.
legally responsible.
I'm not.
We're not legally. We're
I'm
not
not.
advising. We're
I'm
not
not.
legally responsible if anybody kills themselves.
I'm not
sorry.
advising you to do anything. I'm just talking here, alright? These are just words. They don't mean anything, okay? If you blow your face off, it's gonna suck because then you're just gonna be an ugly amputee for the rest of your life who had a failed suicide attempt. So make sure it's pointed far back enough to where it blows like that way and it actually like puts your conscious somewhere else. But don't kill yourself though. Suicide is stupid. It's a permanent solution to a temporary problem. Everything that's going wrong in your life right now can be fixed, and if it can't, you can at least find a way around it. Don't kill yourself. I'm just saying, if you do, there's some ways to go about it. Oh, don't hang yourself. That sucks. Don't jump off a bridge. That sucks. If you have time to think about the fact that you're gonna die, you're gonna regret it. If you do something instantly, it's just over. All right.
So how long have we been recording for?
Who cares?
I feel like we're starting to get to the point. I feel like we're starting to get to the point to where like we're just like rambling about incoherent stuff at this point.
Hold on. Do you want to take a guess? I haven't looked, but what do you think we're at?
I'm gonna say we're at 3 hours and 12 minutes.
I'm gonna guess 2.5 hours. Okay, 3 hours and 5 minutes.
Ooh, I was pretty close.
Yeah.
All right, got anything else you want to talk about, or do you think 3 hours 5 minutes is good?
I mean, that's what we shoot for, right? That's an average episode.
All right, so nothing else you want to mention?
I guess not.
All right, so remember to use your waiter, tip your signal, and remind me to get tested for dyslexia.